Check. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, listen to the show. You can get us on the Rock 1061 app. Download that for free. Your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, rock1061.com. Marshall, today is my wife's birthday, so happy birthday to my wife, Dana.
Definitely listening, isn't she?
In about 5 minutes.
Nice.
So, but no, happy birthday to my wife. Got to go to work today. That sucks.
You want to talk about what you got her?
All right. Yeah, we got some planters. We're building planters.
But what else did you get her? You probably got her a little something extra.
I got her the soundtrack to the movie Waitress. It's a musical.
Yep.
And it's something that she plays every night to go to sleep, and she always plays the YouTube version. And I'm like, just buy it. No, I'm not going to buy it. I bought it for her. I'm just like, here you go. There it is.
Like CD, vinyl?
No, download. So she can play it on her phone.
Gotcha.
That's what she likes to do.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
All right. You going to tie a little bow around yourself?
No.
Present yourself
I like
as her birthday present?
I like to give her things she wants.
Oh. Well, all right. So sexiness still happens inside the Cotter marriage all these years later. Happy birthday, Dana.
22 years later, still going down.
22.
Yeah. So last night, had dinner with the bosses.
Okay. They're definitely probably not listening right now.
No, but honestly, one of the best boss dinners I've ever had.
Okay.
Because typically you get in there, there's an agenda.
Oh.
You feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. You're like, do I order a beer? Do I not?
Did you order a beer?
Oh, I ordered a beer. We ended up doing, was it Mezcal?
Mezcal, yeah.
So I've never had that before.
Right, it's a smoky tequila.
The owner of the company is like, you ever had that? I'm like, no. He's like, end of the night, we're having some of those. So we ended the night with a nice glass of Mezcal.
Sip it?
Yeah, we sipped it.
Shoot it.
Sipped it.
Okay.
We're refined gentlemen.
Oh, you're right. That's exactly what I say to people when they ask you. Think about you. Refined.
But no, I mean, there was no agenda. It was literally just hanging out, and so it was nice.
That's very suspect. As the kids would say, that's very sus, bro.
Wait, you think the hammer drops today when they show up?
It's not looking great.
When they show up?
If everything's fine, everything is not fine.
Well, they're going to get here mid-show.
Mid-show?
Yeah, so they're going to show up about 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So if
we're going to be talking all sorts of naughty stuff with our coworker Mac at that point.
So if they're just standing out there staring at us when we get off the air, we probably should be worried.
This is not good, guys.
No, it's good. It was a good dinner.
They set you up for failure right here.
So it was like, what? This is like lamb to the slaughter. Going to give you one good meal.
Exactly. And
before we say goodbye.
Instead of laying out little M&Ms or Skittles, they tempted you into your final hours of being a DBC, a Rock 106.1 employee with a small glass of mezcal. How dare you?
It was delicious, though.
You sold us out for a glass of mezcal?
But it was
tequila?
It was delicious. It was so good.
Shame.
The meal was fantastic.
If I had the meal, if I had the bell, I would shame you.
All right, coming up on the show today, Max in studio from Bob 1069 at 9 o'clock for Chicks on Dudes. Don't forget, if you ever have a question for Mac, you can email it in at kmshow@rock1061.com around 8:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? That brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Got a great Tales from the Bar today. 7 o'clock hour. I'm intrigued by our calling question. How ready are you for the apocalypse?
I'm like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 3 right now.
Yeah, I'm like 2.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I own a bunch of shovels.
I can dig my own grave. Also got about last night. Chicken wing shortage. That's not good. Adam Sandler just wanted some pancakes. And the first story, this dude is basically held hostage on a reality show.
Yeah, by the internet. So
mean.
Great job, everyone.
And typical. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Pretty reckless, and so it went. Rock 1061.
Good morning, everyone on the stream today. How are you? Cotter completely sold us out.
It was delicious. Great meal.
It was delicious. What'd you order at Husk?
So I got oysters to start.
Interesting. Good choice.
Love oysters. I had to order them like I knew what I was doing. So there was a list of where they were from.
Sure.
So I'm looking at it going,
farthest away, right?
I'm just kind of staring at everybody. I'm like, this one right here sounds delicious. And
Did it have a fancy name?
No, it was just like May River or whatever.
Okay.
You know, just where it's from. And then I got the hanger steak with a nice garlic chimichurri.
That sounds nice.
It was delicious.
Yeah. What up, big, bald, and sexy? Morning, guys. You up since 2? Jesus Christ. Already hit the treadmill, crushed some shoulders and legs back at the house, putting a deer shoulder stew in the crock pot.
Damn.
Long list to do today. My protein shake is tasty. Well, good morning, Charles. I got to give you a call sometime prior to nap time today. Charles is going to help me put in a small fence at my place. He shot me like a schematic, a blueprint yesterday. He goes, call me tomorrow. This is a guy you just don't not call.
No, you call him.
Yeah, when he says to call. So
yeah, you call him.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to. Oh, look, Mac is even up. Boxing workout this morning. All right, show-offs, we get it.
What
you work
the
out.
hell, guys?
You work out yesterday in lieu of working out. Wait, don't crucify me, Big, Bald, and Sexy and Mac. I mowed the lawn.
Okay.
Edge trim, mowed the yard, front and back. Damn, it is sexy out in Marshall land.
Yeah, that's the plan for Sunday. Mowing on Sunday.
That's what Cotter said also last Sunday.
No.
No?
I know, because it rained on Saturday. I knew nothing was happening last weekend.
Yeah.
I said I needed to do it.
Right.
But I wasn't going to.
You were emotionally ready to kill that lawn.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen. Same thing here. I just wanted to get it done during the week so I didn't have to do a weekend visit of it. So I sacrificed a good portion of nap time yesterday to do my manly duty, if you know what I mean. Boxing workouts equal pain. Oof. Damn, Charles throwing it down. Don't mind me. I got to share the stream real quick to all of our spots.
Okay, we got about 90 seconds.
I don't need much more than that.
If anybody missed Torture Tuesday yesterday, so awesome. Got a replay of that. A little bit of the segment coming up. Marshall has did you post the video?
Late last night,
okay.
Around 10:30, after After trivia, after dinner, after show notes, I was able to finally get up the Torture Tuesday video, which took quite some time editing. So
yeah, show long Torture Tuesday. I get that. A lot of content to pour through.
Yeah, I mean, you had to. Yeah, it's so essentially, I dropped the video into the editor, and it was just like just kind of screening hour by hour, minute by minute, and then trying to cut it at the right time.
Yeah,
too. So yeah. It was fun editing that video, but it's done for the most part.
That's good. All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. Story number 1 about last night. About a Chinese reality show. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Let's dive right in. Story number 1 from about last night. So there's a reality TV show in China called Produce 101. And it's like a cross between Making the Band, probably Big Brother, I guess, in a way, because people get voted out. Basically start with 101 people, all competing for audience votes. The winners get a spot in a new music group. Well, the latest season featured a Russian guy named Vlad Ivanov, and he was there initially just to be a translator for some friends who made the show, but there was an empty spot, and they talked him into being an actual competitor.
Yeah, but the thing is, people fell in love with this guy once he actually decided to be a part of the show, because he was the guy who just didn't want to be there. He's like, yeah, whatever, this place sucks. And people loved him for it. And that's why they kept him there for week after week, months upon months, essentially keeping this man hostage on this island as a part of a TV show he didn't want to be a part of in the first place.
Yeah, he was there for 3 months, and he showed no emotion during interviews. He showed no emotion while he was singing. He was very adamant about, vote me out, guys. I do not want to be here. But unfortunately, he couldn't leave because there was some crazy contract. Obviously, he did not read the fine print.
No.
Because if he left, he had to pay a substantial fine for leaving. So he was just stuck there.
Also, he didn't have access to his cell phone during this time either. They took it away from him. So he was just stuck on an island.
It sounds so
dancing
horrible.
And singing every day, all day. He actually was quoted as saying, dancing and singing every day. I'm exhausted and now starting to regret my decision. Yeah.
I mean, the good thing about this is he's now become, pseudo-famous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he wants to be a fashion designer and a model, not necessarily
we all do, really.
Singer. Right. Yeah. I get that. So, I mean, I think he's got a jumping off point. I mean, whether it lasts or goes anywhere, but if you at least look on the bright side, your name's out there. People are going to know who you are.
But essentially, the internet held him hostage for 3 months, and they pretty much waited to the very end to let him go. I mean, this is for like a pop band like BTS. If you're familiar with them at all, I mean, this was essentially to build a new BTS pop group with 11 total people in the group. And I think he made it down to damn near the final cut.
Yeah.
The internet is a mean, vicious place, Connor. It really is. Ruin this man or try to ruin this man's life.
It's like, yeah, I want off the show. Nope. We're going to keep you there for 3 months. You can't leave.
My mother is dying. Yeah, we don't care. Keep singing.
Would you ever want to go on a reality show?
Yes.
You got anything in particular, any one you'd like to go on?
I mean, I'm a huge fan of The Challenge.
Right.
So obviously...
Do normal people get to go on that? Or is it all just pseudo-celebrities?
No, it's all just a reality show.
Okay.
Okay, if I have to be on a reality show before I can graduate to The Challenge, I'll just go real simple. Real world. That one's easy, man.
You don't do anything.
Yeah, what do? Nothing. All day. How about this? Even stupider, Floribama Shore. Floribama Shore, it's essentially just, it's the southern redneck version of Jersey Shore. I can do that.
You've already got the mullet.
You want me to get drunk all day and make an ass of myself? Hello? I can nail it.
I want to do The Amazing Race. I know you get a chance to see the world in, short, quick snippets, but I think The Amazing Race would be an awesome experience.
They kick off a team every week, though, right?
Yeah, I know. That's the
How
downside.
long do you think you'd actually make it on the show?
It depends who my partner is.
It's your wife.
Not very long. And it's not a shot at my wife just because she has said adamantly she does not want to do that show. My daughter, though, she finally turned 18, so we've talked about applying for that because I think that would be a blast.
How long do you think you and your daughter would last?
Maybe
2 weeks.
No, I think we'd be okay for a little bit, but yeah, eventually no.
Is it a lot of cardio?
I mean, there is some, but no, it's not like everything. You're just running to get from place to place, but it's not like these challenges you do are necessarily overly physical.
If it's under 100 feet, I could kill that show. Anything over 100 feet running time, man, I'm going to have to stop, catch my breath.
All right, coming up next, Adam Sandler. Dude just wanted some pancakes, and he didn't want to wait 30 minutes. Got more about last night coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
That's actually a great question for everyone on the chat today. What reality show do you think you would absolutely slay out there? Max says Survivor. Gibby says Naked and Afraid. Dude, I got into the rabbit hole with Naked and Afraid. I remember when it was. I think it actually was like Labor Day weekend last year. I just fell into and watched 6 episodes in a row. Suddenly it was dark outside. I'm like, what the? Those shows are nothing but heartbreak because the bands don't last.
Yeah, no, I would love to do The Amazing Race. But yeah, Ella and I have talked about it because it's like when you turn 18, maybe we'll apply. And she just turned 18, so. But now
you should apply and not tell her.
Yeah.
And just be like, yo, we got to call.
We got to go. Got to go.
I'll be picking you up in Arkansas. Honestly, Emmy, I've never seen any of those shows before, those Making the Band shows. I watched American Idol when it first came out. If you want to talk about how old I am, Emmy, thanks for pointing that out. I watched American Idol for the first 2 or 3. I think I probably watched it for the first. Daughtry was on season 4, right?
I don't know.
I think I watched through season 4 with a bunch of people. It was that popular.
It was a thing.
In a minute. Yeah. So after that, I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, I've never done the Making the Band stuff, anything like that. We still watch Survivor. And we'll watch Amazing Race. Those are the 2 we'll watch.
Yeah, we watch The Challenge, and sometimes we'll watch a stupid dating show. My wife likes that stuff.
Yeah.
Are You the One? Oh, The Circle. Did you ever heard anything about The Circle before?
I started watching that because it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And it was just one of those things during the pandemic where I had nothing but time. So I started watching it. I got through 2 episodes, and I'm just like, nah, I don't care. At all. People are faking who they are, and not faking. I'm like, I don't care. Too much going on here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you asked me if I posted the Torture Tuesday thing, but you commented on it last night.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. How drunk were you?
I wasn't drunk. What time was it?
7 hours ago at 11:30.
Oh, well, there's your problem there. I was tired. I don't know what's going on past 9.
Before I went to bed last night, I saw that you commented, Jeff Weaver said something, talking about us having a mental evaluation, and you were like, yeah, it's something we should do on the show. And then when you asked me this morning, I'm like,
oh, I probably didn't see what he posted on. I just saw that there was a comment.
Oh, okay.
It popped up on my phone.
Let's see. Tim the engineer's up early. And Emmy hit the gym. Why is everyone up so goddamn early today? Emmy's hitting the gym. Everyone's hitting.
Hey, Tim did not hit the gym.
Hey, Tim, did you hit the gym, bro?
Tim didn't hit the gym.
What do you think Tim's doing? I feel like Tim's morning exercise is smoking a cigarette, or I think he's vapes now. So I think it's hitting the vape, coffee, and he walks outside of his house.
Changes a diaper.
Well, yeah. feel like that's what Tim's exercise is every morning.
I'm going to, speaking of coffee, going to start mine.
I'm just at work. I stretch. Does that count? It sure does. Stretching is very important. Tim, absolutely not. Oh, look at there. There's Bobby Cavino. How you doing? Good morning, everyone hanging out on the stream. Yesterday was a good old, really productive day for me. So I had a small leak in my my pool filter. So my buddy Jeremy Haveman came over. He took care of my issue. He's the best. And then mowed my yard front and back. I don't want the HOA people yelling at me. So took care of that, and then got a nap in, and then I put together a pseudo supercut of yesterday's Torture Tuesday entitled Gas Chamber. So you can actually go to the Facebook page of Rock 1061, or excuse me, of the Cotter and Marshall Show, or just our YouTube page. If you go to our YouTube page, please subscribe. The Cotter and Marshall Show, you can go ahead and search that. I put the video up last night, probably around 10:30. It took a few to put that thing together. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. It's just all of my reactions from what we did yesterday with the liquid ass. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Cotter's back in studio. There he is.
What's up?
Who you texting? What are you saying?
Stuff. No, I'm texting my daughter. I'm like, how long do you think we'd last in the Amazing Race? I'm going to get her opinion.
Yeah, it's a solid question. I don't know. I've never seen the show, so all I know is I've seen a clip of it, and people are running, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, no, there is a lot of.
Is there puzzles in some?
Yeah,
shit?
Kind of. There's challenges. So you'll go in, and there'll be some challenges where only one member of the team will do it, and it can be anything from you got to go skydiving to you have to dig through a bunch of keys and find the one that unlocks the padlock.
Oh, okay.
And then there's challenges where you work together as a team, and now some of those can be physical. Some of them it's like you have to learn the native dance of this country, perform it until they give you the thumbs up and say it's okay.
Oof.
That sort of thing. Yeah, that was brutal. There was a great team. I can't think of their names now. Two best friends, Southern guys, just funny as hell. And that killed them. They spent hours trying to get this dance. The one guy could not do it. But yeah, that kind of stuff. But there is a lot of running. But I think it'd be fun just to, get to go so many different places.
How are your dance skills?
Oh, they suck.
Yeah.
1
to 10? They're a 1?
They're maybe a 1.
Oof.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I would be that dad at the wedding that everybody went, ooh, why are you doing that?
The Amazing Race just sounds like it's an escape room. It's just an outdoor escape room.
I think that's fair. That's a good way to describe it.
I'm okay at escape rooms. I'm not the worst. The worst is not my mother-in-law, but her boyfriend.
Is he bad?
Yeah, he loves them too.
I was going to say, yeah.
Imagine this. So, this is, so once again, my mother-in-law's boyfriend, his name's Gino. He's a freaking great guy, Chicago cop. But he's the guy that walks into every escape room and he just grabs everything and he's just like, and he just touches everything, but actually looks at nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's just the worst to bring to escape rooms. So yeah, that's him. But yeah, I don't think I'm bad. I think I'd be okay, except for the running part. I hate running, man. I just hate it.
I get it.
Cardio sucks the biggest, Tim, yeah, I do have an HOA. It's super cheap. It's like $75. It's $25 a month. I don't know. Do they really do anything? I'm not for sure, but I pay him anyway. Oh yeah, Gibby, please, yeah, share the Torture Tuesday video. I did like a super cut of all the reactions. I did the setup so people could understand what the hell was going on, and then I did a reaction from every single time I did. I think I wound up doing it 12, 13, 14 times during the show.
Yeah,
and there was the video's 12 minutes, but I wanted to even make it shorter than that. I just wanted to do pure reactions.
Yeah.
So I may even go back and do a supercut of the supercut today if I have time. And it's I just want to do I don't know, a solid minute and a half video where it's just me going, ooh.
That'd be awesome.
So we'll see. I'll have to put together today's Chicks on Dudes video. So we'll see how my timing's looking today. Did I puke yesterday? I think I got close once, and I think it was like right in the middle of the show where I don't think it's not when you said, "Hey, are you gonna puke or do you think you'll puke?" It was like another time where you didn't even say anything, and I think I came close. I looked towards the window and almost tossed him.
We'll be right back, guys. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Getting right into story number 2 of About Last Night. Deanna Rhodes working a shift at IHOP. Normal day, nothing fancy. Dude walks in with his daughter, asks how long the wait was. She's like, 30 minutes. Turns and leaves. All right, cool. Wait a second. Was that Adam Sandler and his daughter? She goes back. She checks the security video footage and then does what a normal person would do and just post that to her TikTok.
Yeah, so she puts this like fake, I don't know, like fake makeup, whatever
filter type thing.
Yeah, the filter mask on of her looking like a clown, saying pretty much how much of an idiot she is for turning away the Sandman. And he was dressed exactly how you think Adam Sandler would be. Hoodie, pair of basketball shorts, because Adam Sandler, when he's not working, I just feel like he hoops every single day. He's such a huge basketball fan.
Yeah, no, he has to be, because, I mean, that's kind of like his outfit. It's what he wears everywhere. 7.5 million people have viewed the video, and a lot of people's like, how did you not know it was Adam Sandler? Because he was wearing his official Adam Sandler uniform. Now, he was wearing a mask, and I guess you're not expecting Adam Sandler to walk into IHOP.
Well, also, you're just doing your job, and look, it's IHOP. I mean, Adam Sandler's not going to get preferential treatment, in IHOP. If it was a high-class 5-star restaurant, yeah, you get Adam Sandler and you get him a table. But it's IHOP. Everyone's on the same level.
No, I mean, it was cool that Adam Sandler acted that way. But, I mean, with her reaction, I think if she would have known it was Adam Sandler, she would have bumped everybody in front of him.
No, I'm glad she didn't. It just shows that she's excellent at her job.
No, I mean, she's good at it.
Because, dude, if you and I were waiting there, it's at minute 29, and we're like, here comes table, and the Sandman comes in, and I'm like, oh, there's Adam Sandler, and I'm like, that mother gets a table before me? I want my pancakes! I would be so pissed, dude.
No, I get that. I think she would have, though. I mean, by her reaction, because now, obviously, she regrets not recognizing him. She would have given him a seat.
I think she just recognizes the fact that she was a clown for not recognizing Adam Sandler. But if she would have gave my table away to Adam Sandler, I'd be mad. It'd be a great story, but I'd be mad.
All right, coming up next, we got bad news. Could there be a chicken wing shortage? This ain't cool.
There is.
This isn't cool at all.
Real.
We got details coming up. There's a row of blood and trouble's coming. Rock 106.1.
Funny enough, that chicken wing thing, I got into a conversation with Damien over at the draft room in Berwick, and he actually told me the prices he's paying, so I'll share that in the story as well.
Yeah, when I was over at Coach's, John brought it up.
Yeah. It's crazy. The HOA rules suck. I mean, the rules aren't bad, at least in my community. It's just like, make sure your yard's not like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then I got dinged once, and it's so stupid. I put my trash can out a day early, and they sent me, it's like, your trash cannot go out any earlier. I put it out literally in the morning on Monday.
Yeah.
They come Tuesday morning. Right?
Okay.
So I'm just like, getting ahead of the curve. Getting ahead. Yeah, but apparently you can't put it out until like midday on Monday. That's the stupid one.
Right.
But everything else, I think they sent me a couple letters, let me know my grass was too tall. Other than that, I haven't really been messed with.
Yeah, I've got one when I needed to pressure wash my house, and I got one because my mailbox, the dude hit it, and it was leaning over, so I had to repair that. And we took care of it, and it was no big deal. My neighbor, though, nothing drastic, his garbage can constantly sits outside and just out front on the curb. I mean, so much so that there's the patch of dead grass where it sits, and he probably needs to pressure wash his place. So if they're sending him notes, he just doesn't care.
Yeah,
they're not following through on a fine.
That's why he leaves the trash can out front so he could put the fines right in there.
Right in there, maybe. Because I mean, I'm like, we've gotten a couple notes. How's this guy not gotten none?
Yeah, and maybe he knows a guy. It's so in the super cut that I put together yesterday, Tim, the engineer, came in and tried it. The whole liquid ass. I put his reaction in there as well.
Good.
Because it was a good breakup of me reacting, because Tim comes in, and I look at you, and I'm like, this is hilarious when someone else is doing it. But yeah.
Totally is.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the Supercut yet, go watch the Supercut. I put it up once again on the Cotter and Marsh Show Facebook page. Yeah. So Bob got an HOA letter because he put a tire swing in his front yard. He has this massive tree. He put a tire swing up for his kid.
You can't have a tire swing?
Apparently not. Yeah. He actually. So it's funny.
Sons of bitches.
He didn't take it down. He just took tire swing and like put a nail in the tree on the far side, like where the house faces out,
right,
and just put the tire and hung it up there. So like you just can't see it.
HOA is like the biggest racket ever.
That's exactly what Tim just said. What the fuck?
I mean,
y'all are reiterating what the HOA are trash.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not. This is the first time I've had one. But yeah, I'm not. That's just the concept of it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You want to make sure everything looks nice, whatever. But I mean, it just seems like a massive racket.
Yeah, I had an HOA in Vegas, I think, for the first time, and then I've had one ever since I got here because I used to live in Sugar Mill, and I had one when I was there, and then when I moved to the spot that I'm at now, HOA. How far away are we? 30?
30 seconds.
Perfect.
All right, guys, be right back. We got one more story to go in about last night, and it's bad news. We could be in for a chicken wings shortage. Restaurants across the country reporting there are fewer wings, and the price per pound is going up. I just spoke to John from Coaches the other day, and he was like, dude, it's getting rough out there. The wing prices are crazy. The wings are smaller.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting less. This is a problem.
Yeah, so I was talking to Damien at the draft room, and he told me that he used to pay $80 for like a case of chicken wings. How many ever comes in a case of chicken wings?
Right.
He now pays $140.
What?
Yeah, it's almost essentially doubled this point when it comes to chicken wing prices. Across the United States, people are just loving themselves some chicken wings.
Yeah, it's the reason is there's a spike in orders during the pandemic because it's just pandemic-proof type food.
Absolutely.
You can do it for pickup and carry out and stuff like that. It's really easy to do. Plus, the storms in Texas earlier this year kind of decimated a bunch of things. So those two things are really playing into this. And there's a restaurant, it was in Buffalo, and it's like we would normally order about 50 cases of wings to get us through a weekend. He goes, now they're delivering maybe 30 of those cases. You just can't get enough.
Yeah, this is crazy. So, I mean, maybe it's going to get better just for the fact that, like, we're out of, March Madness,
Right.
Sports seasons are slowly going to be dwindling away and ending here soon. I mean, the NBA, NHL, those seasons are ending, but maybe that'll help. I don't know, man. I mean, here's the thing. I promise to not eat chicken wings at a restaurant for the next month as long as I can have them for football.
Yeah, I think that's a fair trade-off.
Chicken wings are kind of a synonymous with the NFL for me. And I think I eat my fair share of chicken wings during the football season. So I will take off a month of chicken wings. Everyone raise your hand. I do solemnly swear to not eat chicken wings for a month to make this right because I need chicken wings during football.
Now, Tom Super, who is a spokesman for the National Chicken Council,
great name,
said supplies may be tight, but we wouldn't call it a shortage. They're really trying to spin this.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a big-time spin move. We have an issue with chicken wings. That's why I said, everyone take the next month, 30 days, 30-day challenge. I challenge all of you not to eat a chicken wing.
All right, if you missed Torture Tuesday yesterday, Torture Tuesday Gas Chamber, it was epic. Our first ever show-long Torture Tuesday. Coming up next, going to play some audio from that just in case you missed it. Oh, so good. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Oh, damn. I love Charles already got his dinner set up. He's ready to go, man. Threw the deer stew in a crock pot. Just shoot it or did you wrestle it to death? Charles is a very strong man.
No.
David Kemp, solid question. I'm going to throw this one at you, Cotter. Where did the chicken nipples go? I don't know. Where do the chicken nipples go?
I'm certain they just lop those off.
Oh man, that's a waste.
Is it?
Waste.
Have you had a good deep fried chicken nipple?
Not recently. There's a shortage, Cotter.
Is there a shortage?
How dare you?
Sorry, I'm being insensitive. Ugh.
Charles says that deer passed away from lead poisoning. R.I.P. or whatever they do. Sorry about that. Sure, it was a family pet. Don't let it go to waste. Perfect. Yeah, your coffee got done like 5 minutes ago.
Oh shit! Forgot about my coffee.
Go grab it.
Yeah, I'll go get that.
Perfect. So our bosses come in about 9 o'clock, so that's when Cotter says we're going to get fired today. So no. Oh, I'm getting fired? That's cool. I'll have some extra time. I'll hang out with Charles. We'll do some band exercises. Strangle a deer together. Should be fun. Just to give you guys a rundown of the show and what you can anticipate if you're hanging around with us on the stream today. We're going to be taking your calls about how ready are you for the apocalypse? So, do you have some like MREs that you just kind of been storing away? Have you been hoarding shotgun shells? What have you been doing to get ready for the apocalypse? Let us know in the chat or on the Facebook pages of Rock 106.1 and the Cotter and Marshall Show. Obviously, taking your comments there. We have a great Tales from the Bar. Obviously, our hospitality community is super large in the Low Country Coastal Empire. And we have Paxton, who works at Huckapoo's, who came in a few weeks ago, recorded a piece with us. We're going to play that back for you on the stream and on the radio right around 7:40-ish. We'll also play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout in the 8 o'clock hour? And then 9 o'clock hour, we have Chicks on Dudes. Mac from Bob 106.9. She does the midday show there. She'll be swinging in to answer some more questions from you guys. Of course, if you have any questions that you want to bring up and have Mac answer, feel free to do so. KMShow at rock1061.com. That's the email address if you want to email us directly, or you can message us on any of the social media platforms. So, guys, here's the deal. When our bosses do show up, what are their names again? Dick
Harlow?
Dick Harlow.
Alan Dick?
Alan Dick. Taylor Dick.
Taylor, yes.
Yes, Dick,
Was,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when they come in on the chat, I just need you guys to say nice things. Remember how we did that? We one day we had to say something nice about Cotter, say something nice about Cotter, or say something nice about Tim. When they come in, I need you guys to not even say anything. I'm just going to be like, oh, hello, bosses. And then just start saying, oh, man, you guys look nice, dicks, but you can't even see them. Like, we just need you to, and then I'll be like, oh, man, the chat knows you're here. They're so excited. So do that. Get ready for that, guys. Don't fail us. Or we will cry. So I've got a list of 5 people for the top of the 8 o'clock hour game that we're going to play.
I got about 5 as well.
Hey, Phil, nailed it. What a nice group of dicks. Banana Fana, I love dick. Bob, hey, nice dicks. Tim, I get excited when a trio of dicks enter the room. All right. You know what? You guys are nailing it, okay? You guys are nailing it, okay? And trust me, you'll know when they show up in the room. I'll give you the heads up, and then just say all those things again. Just copy and paste what you said. Control-C, Control-V, guys.
Wanda's like, what the fuck did I just walk into?
Oh, Wanda, good morning.
Good morning, Wanda.
Thanks for joining the show. Dude, you got this.
We got this.
I think it was Bob's anniversary yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big part of it. It's weird that you didn't message me and say thank you to me. He thanked his wife for loving him, but I married him. So what the hell? Did you just forget? Rude, bro. Totally rude. Wanda, I'm kind of wondering if I should leave and come back later. Nah, stick around. You might as well. You're already here. No, our big bosses are coming in. I think Cotter said around 8, 9 o'clock. So when they come in, I told everyone to get ready to say nice things about this trio of Dicks that are coming in. So Dick Harlow, Alan Dick, and Taylor Dick. Oh, there's Bob. Thank you. Very inconsiderate of me. Thank you for all that you did. You're the reason we are still together. You're welcome. You're welcome. Gibby goes, well, the chat took a turn. What we were hoping for. All right, guys.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, guys. Once again, taking your texts, calls, and comments in the stream. How ready are you for the apocalypse? We want to know. Me, I own 3 shovels, and I have enough water in my house to last me probably a week and a half. I think that's about as apocalypse ready as I get. But how apocalypse ready are you guys? Let us know. I mean, do you guys have like MREs stashed in like the top of a closet? You know, they have like those buckets, those like essentially you can like scoop out a meal and it turns into oatmeal or rice or chicken flavored something. You see them in those like weird like army surplus stores. They have like for $80 you buy this giant bucket of something that could technically keep you alive for like 3 months.
Right.
I almost thought about buying one of those when I was in Vegas. I'm like, it could get crazy here in Vegas at some point. But I almost bought one. Did not. But I love going to that crazy army surplus store in Vegas.
We'll intro this, obviously, and probably talk coming out, too. Set up the call.
Okay, yeah.
You got about a minute and a half.
So, guys, we're about to jump into a quick little replay of Torture Tuesday yesterday. Torture Tuesday, I did the gas chamber all show long. Anytime Cotter played this little siren, I had to take a whiff of liquid ass, which I still have the bag in here.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Here's the bag.
Ugh. It's still just liquid ass in the corner. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot of ass, baby.
Gross.
You got to back that ass up. I seriously, like, I had to take a shower yesterday because I feel like I had the smell on me for a while.
Oh, I bet. No, I bet it was horrendous.
Yeah, not great. Emmy says, as long as I'm with Charles, I'm surviving. Wanda says, we've been surviving the apocalypse for a year now. Plus now it's not what we thought it was. Very disappointing. What would you rate the current apocalypse? 2 out of 10. Tim goes, throw that away.
We're just going to hide it in your office.
Dude, should we? Should I go throw it in there right now?
Poke a little hole in it. All right, guys, be right back. I'm kidding, Tim. Thank you for hanging out this morning. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Yesterday was Torture Tuesday gas chamber. We had the spritzer of liquid ass. Whenever the air horn played, you sprayed it into a plastic bag and you took a big old whiff. How'd you feel afterwards?
Gross.
Yeah.
I felt mostly gross. I went home and I was like, thankfully, no one was at my house when I got home, so I didn't have to pretend that I smelled good.
Right.
Or I didn't have to like pretend to hug anyone or touch anyone. I just went out and mowed my lawn, got all super sweaty, and then went and took a shower. And then after I washed my hands about 4 more times after that, I felt pretty good. Like I got most of the stank off me.
Right. Now, I mean, did you like feel, I mean, did it give you an upset stomach at all? I mean, did the lungs, I mean, any sort of ill effects like that?
I definitely inhaled some liquid ass yesterday. It was definitely in my lungs because I felt like at certain times after the show ended, I like breathed out liquid ass. Like I felt it was definitely inside my body. There's probably remnants of it still inside my body right now.
All right, just in case you missed it yesterday, here's a couple of highlights from Torture Tuesday. That's much better. Here we go. Song number 8. Half second, name that tune. This one's a tough one.
Oh, no, this is easy. Oh, I love this song. My wife, her name's Nicole. This is Darling Nikki, a cover of the Prince great tune from the Foo Fighters.
That is correct.
How about that? How about that? Marshall's not as dumb as he looks. He is, but I know this song.
Coming out of the gate strong in the second half.
Yeah, I want you to know that this song I've made love to many times, Cotter. Yeah, turn it up. Yeah, groove to it. No,
Wrong again.
No.
Wrong again.
Yeah,
Wrong again.
Imagine all the times that I've crescendoed with that song, if you know what I mean. Fine, I'll go ahead. I thought. Yep. Fine, all right.
Sorry,
Hit the horn, all right.
Too much. Oh, dear Lord, it is Torture Tuesday.
Hold on.
Torture Tuesday gas chamber. Whenever the air horn sounds, he takes a hit of liquid ass. All right.
What made you do that?
I don't know.
You're so mean.
Thank you to everybody who's been hanging out today. This has been an epic show-long Torture Tuesday. Never before in the history of the work release program or the Cotter Marshall Show have we done a show-long Torture Tuesday.
Yeah.
How do you feel being on the receiving end of the gas chamber?
Well, here's what I just realized. You ever seen Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman?
Of course.
Remember when Jack Nicholson falls in that like vat of goo?
Yeah.
And he comes out and his face is all pale white and his hair is green. Well, I don't think my hair was green until I started doing the gas chamber today. So I'm turning myself into the Joker.
Well, let's test that theory.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, I mean, I just want to make you full-on Joker. I'm here for you. It's like me pushing you into that vat of acid.
Right. Yeah. Like I need the push. All right. Get the cap off here. Once again, we bought a fart prank spray called Liquid Ass. I just spray it to this bag. I take a big huff, gas chambering myself. All right. Here we go.
Lost track on how many times he's had to do this. That bag. There.
Not good. The bag is gross. It's like completely messed it up. It's like it's gassing out. Like it's got a good heft, thickness, girthiness to it, as Mac would say.
Now you've kept this bag.
Yeah, I have it right here.
We still have it. Why? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm like attached to it now. It's like I went through war with someone, and now I have this bag to show off. Here it is.
Tim on the chat, Tim the engineer, is like, why do you still have that? Get rid of it.
Right.
I say we hide it in his office.
I'm going to go put it in his office right now.
He'll never know where it's at.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe we'll move it around occasionally.
Oh, we should. I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in his office, and then like a month from now, I'm just going to open it. And then like at 6 a.m., I'm going to open it. And then wait for the surprise of him coming in.
Now, do you think it's like a fine wine? Does it age?
Oh, I bet
age
it does.
well?
I bet it does. Honestly, I think when I open it in like a month from now, he's going to be so excited. He'll come in and give me money. Like he'll pay me. He'll be like, that was beautiful. He cried. Like a single tear will come down his cheek.
It's going to be so awesome.
It'll be great.
All right, coming up top of the 7 o'clock hour, going to take your calls, comments, and text 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the apocalypse? I mean, you got the full-on fallout shelter, or you like Marshall and have 2 shovels?
Hey, man, I have 3.
Oh, 3. My apologies.
I also have a rake.
That's going to come in handy.
I will rake your face off
All right.
if you come near me.
Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the apocalypse? We got your stories coming up after 7. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Hey, Cotter, I'm going to go get rid of that bag of ass juice.
Yeah, you should throw it away.
I'm totally going to go throw it away right now.
Throw it away.
So I'm going to go get rid of it right now. So that's what I'm going to go do.
I mean, because Tim's office isn't the door right outside the studio door, and Marshall did not use the code to open it. He did not walk in. He is not placing that bag anywhere as we speak. I'm guessing Tim is probably on his way in now. Freezer full. Garden is growing enough to be water guns need cleaned. I like it. No, I seriously don't know where he went. All right, we'll find him. Have fun, Tim, by the way. We love you. Let's see. Almost 7 already. First hour flew by. Coming up, of course, taking your calls, comments, and texts. How ready are you for the apocalypse? Going to talk axe throwing and monster trucks. We've got Tales from the Bar coming up. Top of the 8 o'clock hour. Got a list of movie characters that were almost played by somebody else. You know, there's always that story of, hey, this person auditioned for this role, they didn't get it. This person auditioned for that, didn't get it. So we're going to go through some of those. Then after that, we're going to take a look at some famous characters or characters that could have been played by somebody else. If there's a character out there that you're like, man, it would have been really great if this actor would have played that role instead of who played him, let us know. We're going to talk about that after 8 o'clock. So you're back from wherever you were. That wasn't Tim's office.
Yeah, I wasn't in there.
No, good. I didn't think so.
Yeah. I said to go wash my hands. That's what I was doing. I have a half-ass bug-out bag with weapons, medical supplies, grills, and some other stupid shit, says Thomas.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not ready. Not prepared.
So let's say the apocalypse happens. Let's say you survive.
Mm-hmm.
Your house is intact.
Yeah.
You just open the door, let the animals go. I was thinking about that. You just going to keep the animals alive?
Why wouldn't you?
They're a burden. They're a burden. They could get you killed. You got to let them out.
No, but then I got a fenced backyard, and I'm assuming my fence is still there.
Let's say there's zombies walking around.
Well, I mean, because if you let the animals out, they're going to turn into food for either zombies or other people.
Look, man.
No, I don't think I could.
Tell your animals they had a good run. We had a good run. Thomas Sabraski goes, just eat them. You may need them. You may want to keep them around for a little bit. Fatten them up.
No.
Juana says we're definitely not ready. Maybe a month. Thomas, when it comes to your bug out bag, do you have it like hidden? Is it like underneath a floorboard or something? Is it like in a safe? Like how easily accessible is your bug out bag, just in case?
Chew.
Bless you.
Thanks.
So on the good old internets, I actually found a company that sells a bug out bag, and then actually there's 8 essential items you need to survive the apocalypse. So we can actually go over those.
I like
as well.
that. Yeah, let's do that.
Dry aged cat could be good, and it's in the it's in the corner of the bedroom. Corner of the bedroom. Oh, corner of the bedroom. Gotcha. Dry aged cat.
I got 3.
Yeah, Connor actually. Well, you got a couple foster cats. You're not attached to those.
The foster cats are no longer with us.
You killed them?
No, yeah, I ate them. Dry aged, good. No,
you're a big time steak guy. So actually,
that's true.
I wouldn't put it past you.
So no, so we got them to try to get them a little bit more personable because they're just very shy. Ella, I thought did a great job, but One Love, they have like permanent cats at PetSmart. You know, that are just always there for people to see and hopefully adopt. So they took them, put them in the PetSmart.
Gotcha.
So no more fosters right now. I'm sure we'll have more. Do you want to let's do that list, the first break.
Okay, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll set it up, and then you could be like, you found the essential things you need to have. That's good. I like it. All right, we still got some time. Got about 8 minutes.
Charles says, I have 4 freezers full, 2 generators, and enough gas to keep the freezers frozen for 2.5 months. Lots of water, enough amp to protect our food, and then enough to get more supplies. Then we have the farm to re-up on meat. Damn.
Dude's ready.
That's if that farm's not already turned into a nuclear wasteland of zombies. It's gone. Guys, once again, thank you for your comments on how ready you are for the apocalypse. I'll definitely share some of your comments while we're talking about it. Obviously, going to take your calls too. So hopefully we get a couple calls here. And, I need to chime in with our text messages.
Nothing so far.
Let's get prepared. I know.
So my daughter responded to my question. How long would we make it on The Amazing Race?
Oh, what'd she say?
She says at least 3 legs. So 3 episodes.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
My wife says till the end. Very, very confident now.
Oh, damn.
At least 3 legs. The only downside, and I guess usually they don't do a lot of shared driving. I would be the only, doesn't have a license, so I'd have to be the driver.
Well, a lot of time it's overseas, right?
Yeah, but you have to drive.
Yeah,
So
just give her the wheel.
I'm guessing legally they wouldn't let him. The show
Right.
wouldn't let her. So
That's the best thing about the real world. None of them ever drive. They're always in taxis.
yeah.
Yeah. So I could just go get hammered.
My oldest finally had the interview at Ace. Said it went well.
Yeah, your kid got a job, right?
Well, it doesn't have the job yet. Said the person that interviewed them said if it was completely up to them, they would hire them on the spot because they need people.
Sure.
But they have to run it by one more person. So,
Okay.
this is good. This is really good.
You make good money, Ace? What's the starting pay, Ace?
They put on the form like $12 an hour.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, he was working at Five Guys in Ohio, was making about 10.
Right.
So $12 an hour, damn, yeah.
And working at Ace, it's not the hardest job in the world.
I can't be. I mean, it's just, and I think he was applying just for a cashier, but even if not, it's just like, yes, our weed and feed is here.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
think
need to help you carry some rocks? Okay.
I worked in the paint department at Farm and Fleet, which is a hardware store back home in Illinois that, you and I know very well. And it was super easy, dude. I just sat in there and just old ladies would come in like, can you color match this? And I'm like, yeah, I can color match this. It's easy. And then I would get it wrong and then get the hell out of there. That job was I used to drink vodka during. So I would take Gatorade bottles and I would pour them half out, and then I would pour vodka in them, and then I'd swirl around. And like if I was working the night shift, which would be like from 4 or 5 until close, which is like 9 or 10,
right?
I would just drink vodka and Gatorades the entire time. So I would get drunk, and then I'd rehydrate myself with the Gatorade. So it was awesome.
Never got caught?
No. I mean, I'm sure they knew I was drinking.
Right.
I worked at, and no one was getting paint after 5.
That's true.
I just sit.
You were strictly the paint department?
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. I would, was I cashier? I think, I would go and like, if it got real busy, it would be cashier. But
right.
like at that, once again, during the weekdays, we were never busy.
Right.
So I would just go like through the aisles of the paint department and just face everything up. And I would just do it very, very slowly. I'd call someone to cover me, and then I just go to the bathroom for like 20 minutes. That was about it. I played Snake on my phone.
Snake. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Those were the olden days. All right, so I've got 8 items you need to survive the apocalypse right here. That's what we'll share first.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
And then we could bring up Charles and Thomas's comments on the second break. Dave also has some stuff too.
Okay. Yeah, I got a story I can share about how we were kind of, at one point in time, we had a plan with other people and how I brought nothing to this table. I mean, nothing. I was just like the guy mooching on everybody else's, survivability.
Nice. Oh, kudos to our first bot of the day. Always love to see the bots come in. Yes.
It's been a minute.
You know what? This time we do want to become famous. Fuck yeah. Just we'll hit that link for sure. Bigfollows.com. That's what we need.
Big follows?
Yeah.
Sounds like I don't know.
All right, well, we got a few minutes before the break, 3 minutes to be exact. So, Cotter, this question, they should have wrote your name on it.
Right.
So this is Answer the Internet, game we play between the breaks here at the Cotter and Marsh Show. And this is going to hurt you.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to get ready.
I'm ready.
You ready? Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics?
Oh, summer.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't even think about that?
No. I mean, I enjoy the Winter Olympics. And I think it's cool because you get to see a bunch of weird sports you never would watch. But no, Summer Olympics, hands down. There's just way more. There's more to watch. There's more variations of different things.
What's your favorite sport to watch in the Summer Olympics? You can only choose one.
The 7-on-7 rugby. It was new at the last Olympics.
Yep.
It was the best thing Olympic-wise I've ever seen. It's amazing.
All right, guys, go ahead and answer the question yourselves. Would you choose the Winter Olympics or the Summer Olympics? And feel free to chime in with your favorite event or sport to watch during the Olympics as well. I'm not a big Olympics guy. I love rugby, though. I mean, my first love of rugby came when I went to Dublin. I went to the Jameson Global Broadcast 2 years in a row. And we just went down to a bunch of pubs and watched rugby people. And they are so fucking into it, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard not to feel the energy of rugby. And then after I came back, Vegas hosted, I think it was the Sevens tournament.
Yeah.
There at UNLV. And I went to that for a couple years in a row. It's just so much fun, man. So I love rugby. I love watching it, especially live. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I did that one thing with the Shamrocks when I first got here, and watching them, I mean, just up close and personal like that, it's a fun sport to watch.
Yeah. Juana says, we've always discussed being ready for an apocalypse, but then we look around our house and bitch because there isn't room with all these damn kids. Those kids are going to kill you one way or another. So you kind of knew that from the beginning, though. Charles says, Summer Olympics all the way in traditional events, track swimming, weightlifting. There's A-Dub. Our boss showed up. Nice.
What up?
Juana also says Summer Olympics without a doubt. Love watching the swimming competitions.
I haven't heard anything update-wise, that they weren't going to happen in July, the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
So my fingers are crossed they're going down. I will find whatever service I have to. If I have to go back and spend $70 a month for the month or so for YouTube TV, just so I can watch all of it, DVR all of it, I am in.
You do love the Olympics.
I love the Olympics.
We should do a feature on that, like Cotter's Olympic Roundup or something.
We can figure something out.
Yeah, you need to cover the Olympics. You know what? Fuck it. Let's send you to the Olympics.
Hey, boss is here now.
A-Dub, we're sending Cotter to the Olympics for a few weeks.
Can we have your credit card?
What, Japan?
Yeah, Tokyo.
Cool. We're sending Cotter to Tokyo for just a couple weeks.
That'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be weird about it, dude. He's going.
All right, guys. Be right back.
Show. Rock 106.1.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. You can get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen on the app, the Rock 106.1 app. It is free to download. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, rock1061.com. This morning, we're going to take your calls, comments, and text, 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the apocalypse?
Great question.
I think we need to start with, what do you need, though? What do you need to actually survive the apocalypse?
Well, as you know, I'm a big Google guy, and I can work Google. Probably, I'm the top 1% of Google, users.
Sure.
I mean, I could Google the hell out of anything, Cotter. And I actually did Google this exact question. So, according to the Googs, There are 8 items you need to survive the apocalypse. So let's break down the list.
Yeah.
Number 1, rope.
Really?
Yeah.
That's number 1 on the list. It's not power ranked.
No, it's not
Okay,
power ranked.
fair
Yes,
enough.
I know. We power rank essentially everything.
Yeah.
But no, this is just 8 items you need. 1, rope. You need some rope. Climb over things.
Okay, I guess.
Swing through environments. It's mostly from video game stuff that I've done. Yeah, I think rope is pretty essential. What if you killed a deer? Got to hang it up to skin it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, gather its meat and internals.
I don't know if I would have put rope on a list. That's interesting. Okay.
All right. Number 2, you definitely would need a backpack. You need to keep all your stuff in a little backpack because you're going to be on the move.
Agreed.
Number 3, first aid supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point, this company did not have a first aid supply kit. I cut myself pretty severely, and I bled all over the place. And then the following weekend, I was like, "Notice we didn't have a first aid kit, guys. Trust me, this building is definitely not apocalypse proof. Don't worry, I got us a first aid kit, so no big deal." Number 4, a camping stove with gas.
Yeah, and the gas makes sense, but you have to refill that gas.
Right.
I mean, it's the apocalypse. I mean, are you going to be able to?
Yeah, you just go from Dick's Sporting Goods to Dick's Sporting Goods location, and then you just steal all their gas.
Sure, I get that.
Number 5 on the list of the 8 items you need to survive the apocalypse, a Pulaski axe.
I don't know specifically what that is. You're Googling again. I mean, I get having an axe or something. I'm going to assume that it's a smaller hatchet type size.
Yeah, it's kind of like that fireman's axe that has that kind of knobby end to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what they were talking about there. I think that's just good for like it's like a multi-use axe.
Well, I mean, you got to kill zombies.
Right.
You got to get through doors. You got to chop down trees for firewood.
Mm-hmm.
I get an axe makes the most sense.
Number 6, dry food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get your canned food. Get like we were talking about all those apocalypse stores, those army surplus stores. They have like that giant bucket of like I don't know, like meal grain type of food stuff.
Right.
That's like it'll last you 7 months. Like you need one of those.
Yeah,
that would
that's
definitely be helpful. Number 7, water purification supplies. They come in like the usual like little tablets.
Right.
But those are definitely good things to have.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to purify water. I mean, that's the crappiest part about the apocalypse. I mean, it's not going to be something major that kills you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a cut on your finger that gets infected, or
Right.
it's going to be drinking water that's contaminated, and you're going to die from dysentery.
So the last item on this list of the 8 items you need to survive an apocalypse, not a zombie apocalypse, but let's face it, zombies will be around, is potassium iodide. So potassium iodide is a chemical compound, medication, and dietary supplement. Kind of 3 in 1 right here.
All right.
It's a medication that is used to treat hyperthyroidism in radiation emergencies and to protect the thyroid gland when certain types of pharmaceutical, it's a big word, are used. Essentially, it's very important when radiation is around.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I mean, all of those things are good. The rope, I just would never have thought to put rope on the list, but it makes sense. No, it makes sense. But have you ever owned rope in your life?
I actually don't have any rope in my house right now.
Right? I don't know.
But I have so much Ethernet cable in my house. It's essentially rope, right? It's essentially
Same
rope.
thing. It's totally the same thing.
I mean, how are you supposed to snare your enemies? Okay? Like, there's so many uses for rope. I may go buy some rope right now.
Just to be ready.
Yeah, just to be ready.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the apocalypse? We got your stories coming up next. Brand new Evanescence. Here's Better Without You. Rock 1061.
So there's actually a bug out bag available online.
Right?
$530. So here's the good news. I have the boss's credit card.
Oh.
So we're just going to buy one.
I like it.
Let's see. Going back to our conversation we were having before the break, Winter Olympics, hand down. I living here, ironically, I hate the heat, and the skeleton and luge are the shit.
Yeah, those events are cool.
Let's see. Juana says, or you should make some obstacles for Cotter to do for Torture Tuesday for the Summer Olympics.
Oh,
maybe
we could do an Olympic Torture Tuesday, a special version over the summer.
Down the hallway, we get the icy people to come, and I just throw snowballs at you, and you have to dodge them. MK Ultra One says summer has the cooler sports. Jeremy says I love the X Games. Our boss says, can't afford to send Cotter to the Olympics due to the upcoming show expenses. You know what, dude? I sent you. So yesterday, I was talking to Wilborn, our boss.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, I need this from you. And he goes, I can't get it to you until I have a contract. And I just sent him a YouTube video of penguins screaming at each other saying, I don't want excuses, I want solutions. Because he would tell me the same thing.
Right.
So Wilborn, I don't care, man. Stop giving me excuses. I want solutions. We're sending Cotter to the Olympics. Thomas, he goes, I have 5 of those 8 things. Sounds like you need to go shopping. Hubby just got some personal water filters off Amazon. Oh, for my wife's birthday, for her Christmas present, her like stocking gift.
Right.
We like to go hiking. That's our new thing that we've decided to do during the pandemic.
Right.
To get away from people, which obviously enough, a ton of people were doing. I got a water purification straw. So you could literally go down to a river and drink through the straw, and your water would be clean enough to drink.
Did you try it?
No.
Okay.
But I own 2 of them. I got myself one, too. I would be rude if she was the only one that would survive, right? I would use her straw. Gross. But yeah. Yeah, I definitely did buy that.
All right. I'll tell my story real quick. It's not too long. And then we can read some of these. There's Charles. Wanda's is pretty funny.
Was there anything on the Facebook or no?
No.
So there's, in this bug out bag, they have 7 days of food and water, a multi-tool. So it's just like one of those red knives that have like 7 different things on it. A 300 lumen tactical flashlight, a first aid kit, emergency tube tent, and then a multi-powered radio for $530.
Damn.
Get out of here. Free shipping to Georgia when you spend $300 or more. And this was originally priced at $700. Get out of here.
Damn.
I will build my own bug out bag.
All right, guys, be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts. 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the zombie apocalypse? I'll be honest, I'm nowhere close to being even kind of ready.
I've got a couple cases of water.
Okay.
And I have 2 shovels, 1 rake, maybe 3 shovels. One rake.
Is it a plastic rake?
No,
or
these are
rake?
they're solid metal.
Okay.
With wood handle type
that
rakes.
Plastic rake can do anything.
No. I got some real stuff.
Okay.
I think the rake is my friend Bob's rake. I think I borrowed it and I still have it. So no big deal.
So we had a plan at one point in time. We used to live out on Wilmington Island, and it was after a night of drinking. We kind of joked around about, the zombie apocalypse. What would we do? And we kind of put together our plan because we had friends that lived right on like the marsh. So we'd kind of use their house as home base. And one of our buddies, former Marine, badass, knows how to kill things.
Knows karate.
Yeah, and probably nothing would surprise me. So it's like, all right, cool. We got our defense. One guy is an engineer that helps build buildings and all this kind of thing. He designs that stuff. So it's like, all right. So we've got the structure for what we need to do, where we're gonna live.
Yeah.
And we have another engineer, and he's like a marine biologist. So it's like, all right, taking care of food and making sure things are safe and good to eat. So I'm like, this is awesome. I brought nothing to the table. I mean, nothing.
You couldn't think of one thing that you could
What am I going to do? I mean, I'm not former military.
Nope.
I'm not an engineer.
No, not even close.
I can push play on a CD player. Does that count? That's all I got.
No, because that would create noise where the zombies would come and kill you.
So I don't know what I brought to this table.
You'd be a sex doll. People could use you as a sex doll. And that's what your job would be.
I was just mooching off this group of people that literally could survive the apocalypse.
And you better show some value, sex doll, or it's not going to be a good look for you.
Hey, I'll put out. It's fine. It's fine. I'll definitely put out.
All right, so go into the chat right now, Cotter. There, man. So Big Bald Sexy, our buddy Charles. This dude is ready for the apocalypse. And he says it's for hurricane prep. But dude, this guy is fully set up for the apocalypse. So on the stream, and feel free to chat in or chime in on the chat with how ready you are for the apocalypse. Charles says he has 4 freezers full of food, 2 generators, and enough gas to keep those freezers frozen for 2.5 months. He said lots of water and enough amp to protect our food, then enough to get more supplies. He goes, then we have a farm that is set up where we could re-up on meat whenever we need it.
He's just ready for life.
Yeah, that dude, like, is essentially to go off the grid if necessary.
Wanda, I think, kind of has the same plan I do. We always discuss being ready for an apocalypse, but then we look around our house and bitch because there's a room with all these damn kids. That's kind of my plan. That is legitimately my plan for the apocalypse, which is no plan whatsoever.
So Michael just chimed in on the chat. He goes, I'm totally ready for the zombie apocalypse. I've got a gun and ammo and my old firefighter webbing. So he's all set for the zombie apocalypse. Good for you, man.
All right, call, comment, and text. How ready or not ready are you for the apocalypse? More of your stories coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that you don't really think about too much unless you already have it. And now that we're bringing it up, everyone's like, shit. Actually, I should probably go get this stuff.
Yeah.
But definitely don't go to echo-sigma.com and buy the $540 bag. That's probably worth a total of $100.
Yeah, you seem like you can get all that stuff. And
Yeah.
put it together yourself.
Yeah, I actually have... I've got some camping and hiking stuff that would probably be useful during the apocalypse. So I think I could probably... I think I have some more stuff than maybe I think.
Right.
All right, guys, so we got one more break. We'll discuss some more apocalypse stuff that you guys need to know, and then we'll jump right into the back half of the 7 o'clock hour. Give you another update on axe throwing. Obviously, Monster Truck's going to happen this weekend. Cotter's going to be out broadcasting live if you want to go out and see him. Also, Tales from the Bar. We have Paxton from Behind the Barcast. He also is a bartender over at Huckapoo's over on Tybee Island. He came in like 2 weeks ago, something like that, to the effect of that. He came in and told us a great story. We're going to play that back at the end of the 7 o'clock hour for on air and on the chat.
All right. Let's see. We got a couple. There's Thomas's and David's.
Okay.
Real quick. Those are up above Charles's.
Charles just said, don't forget to put some bands in the dash bag. Need to stay strong to battle. Oh, yeah. The resistance bands. Yeah. Michael says, I figured since I survived the COVID vaccine along with millions of others, no one turned into a zombie.
It's true.
So I was talking to Mac yesterday, Mac from Bob 106.9, who'll be in later today. She was telling me that her mom, who lives over in like the countryside in between Georgia and Alabama, she just went and got her hair done recently.
Right.
And her hairstylist, Mac's mom's hairstylist, said, oh, you got the COVID vaccine? I heard it makes you sterile. So this hairstylist thinks that the COVID vaccine will not make you, one that could bear children anymore. Now, Mac's mom, it's not like she's, young anymore or crazy young anymore.
Right.
It's not like she's going to be bearing any children soon. She's essentially retired.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was very funny that the hairstylist was like, well, I didn't get the COVID vaccine because I would become sterile. Which in some cases,
added bonus.
Well, yeah. In a lot of cases, added bonus. And also in a lot of cases, some people should be sterile. Some people should not bear children.
All right. I'll be right back.
Pretty sure Mac's mom isn't worried. Yeah, she's not worried about being sterile. For sure, bonus. I don't need any more damn kids. I got 2 ages, 10 and 2, so I've got the preteen stage with my girl and a terrible 2s with my son. So life's going pretty great for you. Cool, 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 cool. So for this next break, what did you want to hit here?
We had there's David's, then Thomas.
Let's see.
Each just had a short one.
You're talking about the half-ass bug-out bag, and then David's freezer is full?
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you bring those up? I will bring up Michael saying that he survived the COVID vaccine.
Okay.
So I could bring that up. And I could also talk about how Wanda's husband just bought some personal water filters off Amazon.
Okay.
Michael, I'd say some of the kids' parents my daughter goes to school with could truly use some sterilization. Yeah. Pretty much same here, Michael. Our kids are 15, 14, 11, 4, and almost 14 months. Woof. As a parent, when your kids are like 15 and 14, are you like really going, man, I only have to hang out with you for a couple more years, and then you can get the hell out of my house?
I mean, there is... I wouldn't look at it as I only have to hang out with you for a couple more years. I mean, I do think there is a little bit of anticipation of, them being gone and, being without kids just because, it's going to be such a completely different world. But I don't look at it as I don't have to hang out with you anymore. I mean, there's the downside to it. It's like I won't get to hang out with my kids very often. I like my kids. So there's the downside. But, I mean, there's positive, too. So, yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely anticipation to it'll be kind of cool to be without the kids.
Yeah. Michael goes to Wanda. Jesus, bro, you got all the damn daycare going on there. Dude, and daycares rake in the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you could honestly put up with that many kids, Wanda, I would honestly, seriously consider, like, starting up a daycare.
There's a lot of red tape.
There is, but I think you can actually have a certain amount of children without having to do the red tape part, right?
Yeah, but it's a very low number.
It's like 5 or less, right?
It's a low number. I mean, you can still make money, but it's definitely a low number. Because Dana had kind of looked into not daycare, I mean, daycare, but then also like a preschool type thing. And all of it's just so much. She's like, it's not worth the hassle.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wanda goes, fuck daycare. I go crazy. I think you hit the headphone.
I did. All right, got about 2.5 minutes.
Charles with Wanda, have you figured out what causes all those kids? Tim the engineer finally drinking his coffee this morning.
So our typical Wednesday meeting not happening today.
Yeah, actually, kudos to me. I was the first one to chime in with my top 5.
I was impressed.
I put in the same amount of effort on my top 5 that my boss did. So he is really a trendsetter, a mood regulator here at the office. So I just went with the flow. I didn't really want to mess up the vibe he was throwing out. So I didn't want to be too detailed, but I also wanted to be detailed enough.
Right.
And he only put 3. I put 5. So
that's true.
No big deal.
All right, we got about 90 seconds. about a minute. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around here. All right.
Cool. I'm all set. Once again, I have I have Michael's comment, and then I have, where's Wanda's? It was up here somewhere. Now I can't find it.
All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. How ready are you for the zombie, or not even zombie, just the apocalypse? David Kemp on the chat said, freezer is full, garden is growing, enough beer and water for a week, guns need cleaned.
I feel like enough water for a week is not enough.
You need more.
Yeah, you got to have enough for, I mean, what do you think? Like 3 bottles of water a day at least?
At least.
So you're going to have to pack up on that water, man.
All right, Thomas commented, I have a half-ass bug-out bag with weapons, medical supplies, grills, and some other stupid stuff.
And he says it has it in the corner of his room. I mean, would you lock that bag up if it were you, or would you just keep it right there in the corner, just in case you needed to run and go?
I think you want it in a place where if you got to grab it and go, you're ready.
I'm going to throw mine in the garage.
I think that's good.
Something to the effect of that. Now, I don't have one. Don't get me wrong. I'm a man who owns like half a case of water and like 3 shovels, as we talked about. So I don't have one yet. But, I mean, talking about this out loud, I think I have a lot of the pieces in my house.
Right.
I just don't have them together in one single like backpack.
So full-on apocalypse, how long do you think you last?
Me?
Yeah. And how do you go out? Maybe that's more. How do you?
How do I die in the apocalypse?
How do you die in the apocalypse?
I hope by a pack of rabid wolves, like Liam Neeson in that Gray movie, where he just took a bunch of the airplane liquor bottles and he stuck them between his hands. I just fought wolves to the death, radioactive wolves, to be clear.
And here's what's going to happen because you kicked your dogs out. Your dog's going to be the leader of that pack of wolves.
Oh, that would be sick.
Come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah, my dog Loki, who has a bad knee. He has a peg leg now and an eye patch. And he walks over and he's like, "You done messed up, son. Attack everyone." And I'm just like fighting radioactive wolves to the death. Yeah, that seems about right.
How long do you think it would take?
To kill those wolves, or for me to die?
No, for you to die.
Immediately.
See, why plan ahead then? I mean, you're just already waving the white flag. You don't need to spend the money now.
No,
if you think you're just going to die within the first couple days.
Well, no, that's rational Marshall talk.
Okay.
Yeah, ego-filled. I have fake confidence, Marshall. So I could totally kill all those wolves. I think I would last for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen enough apocalypse shows. I think I could live. I watched The Walking Dead for 7 seasons. That gives me some sort of cred, right?
Yeah, totally. How quickly, as humans, do we just turn on each other in the apocalypse?
Immediately.
Is it right away?
It's without a doubt. Yeah.
It's like we're like 5 minutes in and we're already like raiding the neighbor's house.
Yeah, we all talk about how great a people we are in person, but then you see the trolls and real us come out a lot on the internet where some of us, not all of us, create, fake accounts and everything. Those are the real people. Those are the greed-filled idiots that we are. Yeah, we absolutely turn on each other in mere moments.
Are those the type of people that will shine during the apocalypse? It's like Danny McBride in the one movie.
This is the end.
This is the end.
Yeah, I mean, some of them will, and some of them will go out like the little bitches they are. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think I like to think I would live long, but honestly, probably not.
No,
probably not. I'm too old. The young will probably thrive and eat me, probably.
All right, continue to comment and text 800-394-1061. Let us know, how ready are you for the apocalypse? Coming up next, got to talk monster trucks and axe throwing for life. Details coming up. Cotter and Marshall. Here's Metallica, Rock 1061.
What's the apocalypse, Tim? I don't know. A stunning nuclear bomb going off over the majority of the world, essentially devastating all mankind. But not enough to actually kill everyone, just a large amount leaving the survivors to fight amongst each other. Let's see. Wilborn says the last one was really the key to it all, Marshall. I don't remember what I said, so okay. Good for you, Wanda. We should have done the same. Thanks, Charles. It was a long 3 years to get everything done because of the situation the kids were in. Tim goes, so the game Fallout. Yeah, essentially Fallout.
So if you've played all those games, you're an expert.
Connor, you played Fallout for a while, didn't you?
For a little bit, yeah.
So you're ready.
Totally ready. Just got to find my suit.
Wanda says we used to watch Doomsday Preppers and didn't realize there was such a variety of apocalypse.
Yeah, it could get expensive. Because, I mean, which one are you planning on?
I don't know.
You know? Are you ready for all of them?
Hold on. Marshall Googles the apocalypses. Types of apocalypses. Oh, look.
You're just going to feel really depressed after that search.
Oh, my God. Interplanetary contamination. Heat death of the universe. Large-scale volcanoism. The Malthusian crisis. Don't even know what that is. Alien invasion. Subterranean apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. The Jupiter effect. Whatever the hell that is. That's a lot of apocalypses. The Future of Humanity Institute also states that human extinction is more likely to result from the anthropogenic causes than natural causes. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, cyber attack, environmental disaster, experimental technology accident, global warming, mineral resource exhaustion, and nanotechnology.
Yeah.
I thought nanotechnology was supposed to help us.
Well, yeah. So
little robots in me.
So are
Fix my
AIs
internals.
and stuff. Those are the ones that are going to come back
Right.
and get us.
Yeah, it's what is it? Skynet from Terminator? Yeah.
Bow down to your robot overlords.
Exactly. Wanda says, oh, yeah, you watch Doomsday. Gotcha. Where's my axis for life?
All right, we got about 3.5 minutes.
Wilborn goes, I'm pretty sure I'll be the one that gets eaten during the apocalypse. Okay, gotcha. It's like Gulliver's Travels. We'll just tie Aaron down. We'll keep him alive. We'll just cut off what we need. I think I just recently watched a show about that. So do you want to break down the games we're doing on this break here?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's just do that. And I think I sent it to you yesterday.
Yep.
I did change one small thing from what I sent you yesterday.
What was it?
I think I said round 3 will get extended if time needed, and I also said the same thing for round 2. I just thought, you know what? Let's be safe, not sorry.
Makes sense.
No, I don't know what did I call that email to you? Do you?
It is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I emailed it to Carla as well. So cool.
All right, we got about 2 minutes, guys.
Oh, so with our bosses coming in, I think everyone is coming in today, right? So we have our whole staff here today.
Possibly. I mean, it wasn't mandatory that everybody had to be in, so I don't know.
But it was one of those wink, wink, nudge things.
No,
right?
you should come in.
Yeah, you should come.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should come
so
in.
everyone will be in.
Possibly.
Where's everyone going to be? Where's everyone going to sit?
I don't know. That we didn't plan that out when we condensed our building size down.
I think if all of our employees showed up at the same time, we'd be out of chairs.
Oh yeah.
Some people would just be leaning against a wall.
All right, we get just over a minute.
Oh, look, I found a 2-person emergency kit 72-hour bag for only $140.
Okay.
Want me to buy that for us?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, you don't want to survive the apocalypse with me? All right. So we see how you fucking roll.
45 seconds. All right. All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So this Saturday, going to be at Urban Forest Axe House, downtown Savannah. We are throwing axes. Somebody is going to win free axe throwing for life.
Pretty excited about this just for the fact that, actually, I don't know if I'm excited. I feel like if I lose my person, axe throwing for life, I'm going to be devastated, not only for them, but for myself, because it'll be my fault. Because we're going to jump into the final round when it goes your champion versus my champion. Yeah. We're stepping in to help them win axes for life. And we're going to feel pretty bad. One of us is going to feel pretty bad that day.
Why did we decide to do that?
Because we're idiots.
And once we have just gone head to head for a Torture Tuesday. Why? I mean, I feel bad kind of for our team members or teammates that they have to rely on us.
So we're doing an NCAA style bracket versus challenge with 4 versus 4. You've got 4, I've got 4. So round number 1 is going to be the countdown to 50 games. So on a axe throwing board, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
Right.
And essentially you just keep minusing your number. So if you hit a bullseye, it's -6 to your total number of 50. And the first person to hit 0, that'll be the person that will proceed from round 1 into round 2.
Now, you don't have to hit 0 exactly. You can go over in that first game.
Right.
But the second game, Arkansas, it's to 25.
Yeah.
And it's 2 out of 3. And this one, you got to hit 25 exactly. So it's a little bit harder of a game. There's more precision involved.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a little bit more challenging in round number 2. But that's going to determine our grand champions from each team who will then join us, and we'll all go head-to-head in a game of Around the World.
So the Around the World game, so this will be the final game. The winner of this game is the first team to hit all the point values on the target. So it should go pretty quick. But here's the thing. On a axe throwing board, there's 2 little dots in the top right-hand corners. And they call them the kill shot. And they are really hard to hit. I mean, they are probably the size of like a ping pong ball when it comes to that size. You got to hit that, but you also got to hit the bullseye, and then you got to hit every single number value as well. And that's where we could fail our teams really badly.
Now, in theory, you say that. Around the world, you just got to hit every spot on the thing. You're like, all right, I can do that. That sounds super easy.
Yeah.
It's going to take 2.5 hours.
I don't think so. I think it'll come down to probably some final throws between you and I. And I think we're going to be the reason why someone is not going to have axe throwing for life. And we're just going to feel really, really badly. Bring some cash with you, because I think I'm just going to bring $100 and just apologize to the person that I'm going to probably somehow screw over in this Axis for Life promotion.
I love how we word it. We're not the reason they won. We're the reason they lost.
Yeah.
Also going on this weekend, you've got Extreme Monster Truck Spring Nationals back to the OSP.
Hell yeah.
We're going to be there. So we got axe throwing. It's like the manliest day ever.
Yeah.
Axe throwing in the morning, monster trucks at night. Going to be hanging out starting at 6 o'clock. I may have some tickets too.
I think you should have a wife beater on that day with a spaghetti sauce stain, gold chain, and then just everyone who comes up to you, forget about it. just walking around that day. I think it'd be a good look for you.
All right, if you want more details about the monster trucks at the OSP, or you just want to get tickets, hit up the website, rock1061.com. Coming up next, we have got Tales from the Bar, and it is an epic story today.
Paxton from behind the Barcast works at Huckapoos down on Tybee Island. He comes in and tells us quite the yarn.
All right, Tales from the Bar coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Wanda says, can you imagine how horrible it could actually get with people fighting over supplies and looting if something like that ever happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the beginning of the pandemic where no one could find toilet paper for 3 weeks? And And that was just because we told people to stay home.
So we don't need to do anything into this break because we set it up already.
Okay.
So that's just good to go.
Cool. Yeah, let's just make sure to throw it on the stream for folks to hear, and we'll rock and roll with it.
Excuse me.
All right, guys. So the next break is a pre-recorded interview that we did with Paxton from Behind the Barcast. I'll go ahead and put that picture up again on our Instagram. If you haven't followed us on Instagram yet, you should. You definitely should. And you can actually check out a picture of me, Alex, Cotter, and Paxton. He's the red hair fella who recorded this bit we're about to play for you guys.
Trivia. Yes.
Let's see. There it is.
And that's all ready to go. We're good there. Yep. I'll just bring us back on. Oh, Mayweather Paul scheduled for Miami, June 6th.
Yeah, that was announced last night. Yeah, I saw.
Okay. That's still just crazy to me that that's a thing.
That the Paul brothers are making a monopoly of celebrity boxing when we all decided it was garbage. And
Yeah.
now we're suddenly back into it. Yeah, that's weird. Greg says, I think for the axe throwing championship, you guys should William Tellett, apple on the head.
No.
Not a bad idea.
That's
What could go wrong, he says.
nothing.
Let's see. Oh, the roofers have started, guys.
Awesome.
I'm just doing the Lord's work over here and posting to Instagram, so no big deal. Where the hell is...
All right, guys. We got about a minute and a half. Going to get into this Tales from the Bar story. Top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about some famous movie roles that could have gone to other people. And then we're going to talk about what actors we would like to have seen in other roles. So if you got any, hit us up in the chat, text it in, 800-394-1061. I dove a little bit deeper into the first part and found some people that weren't on the list that I had sent out because I knew of some other ones that I wanted to include. So,
Okay, cool. I literally Googled that sentence that you sent me. And
really?
I found some articles in regards to it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because the link to it was like a BuzzFeed list, and they put 10 of like the 30, and there were several that I'm like, yeah, but this one's that to me there were bigger roles, or bigger actors looking to potentially have roles. I'm going to kill our mics here. Powder and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Tales from the joined by Paxton and Alex, hosts of From Behind the Barcast, which is stories about bars. It just made sense, Marshall.
Wait, did we steal their idea? Or did they steal ours?
You know what? We shared. We shared, and now we've come together.
Oh, this is like the MCU. We're part of the same shared universe.
It's the same universe.
Nice.
We have finally found our universe to share with someone. I've been waiting to share my universe with someone. I wanted to pick the right people.
Get over here and touch my universe.
So we can't wait. I mean, this is what you guys do on the podcast.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So let's let it go. What do you got?
So here's the radio version because a lot of it,
Thank you.
So we used to have this regular, and by regular I mean he would come in once a week. It wasn't necessarily
Sure.
because some regulars 5 times a week.
Diehards, man. I get it.
Some regulars waiting for you to open the door. So the best way to describe him is he was probably in his 60s and weighed around 400 pounds. Ooh. And he was a guy that told some stories. Now, if you're familiar with like Fraggle Rock.
Oh, yeah, it's totally.
You know the guys that lived above the ground that the Fraggles would go to? And it was the king, the queen, and the dopey son?
Yeah.
This guy is the dopey son. I'm going to catch me a Fraggle, except he was Southern. Right?
Hey, y'all.
So... every day he would, not every day, anytime he would come in, he's regaling you with like BS stories, obviously. He's like, yeah, me and Stevie Nicks invented how to 69. And he'd be like, I used to smuggle in kilos of Lithuanian children's skin because that was old Viagra. You know what I mean? Like this dude, like this guy would tell some stories that were like nearly unbelievable. Anyways.
As they're all true.
And then as the day goes on, you're like, this guy might be... He might be right about Jimmy Hoffa just getting a face exchange and is still alive today running Russia. You know, whatever.
He's so convincing.
Yeah. So he's sitting there in his normal spot, and it's a spring day. We're pretty busy, but there's 2 seats. You know, most seats are taken. There's 2 next to him, as per usual, because everyone's tired of hearing his dumb stories that no one believes anymore. So record scritch is. We look at the door. 6'2", beautiful model-esque woman walking in the door, and everyone notices her.
Right.
Almost immediately.
Nice.
He can't notice her because he's too big to turn around and look at the door, so he has no idea what's happening yet. She walks in the door, and everyone kind of stops and they're like, "Oh, wow, whoa. This is like an exceptional beauty walking into this door." She comes down. The only place to sit is right next to him. So we're like, yeah, she's going to last about 8 seconds over here. You know? So she sits down next to him. He's like, well, hey, honey. She orders a very platonic drink, you know, Tito soda, whatever. So they sit there. About 5 minutes go by. I was like, wow, the clock ticked, and she's still sitting here. All of a sudden, he orders 2 shots of, like, Vegas Bomb or something, which is something he never drinks.
Okay.
He's a pitcher of beer for himself guy. You know, he's a big old boy.
Right.
And a whole pizza for himself. I give them the 2 shots. My head's not turned for 5 minutes, and I turn back. She has gotten out of her seat and is sitting completely onto his lap.
What?
Completely onto his lap, stroking his sweaty, fat face and making out with him. And
Wow.
I didn't put anything in those drinks, for sure, right? You know, so the whole place has started to notice this now, and we're like, how is this even possible right now? This is like seeing a unicorn, whatever.
The guy had game, who knew?
So I was like, maybe all those stories are true. Maybe this dude has some sort of weird, mystical, magical power that none of us have been able to tap into yet. The gift of gab, the golden tongue, I don't know. So anyways, so we're sitting there and this is going on. I'm like, I'm going to try and help this guy as much as I can to get, you know, because like I want this to happen for this guy. I glance up and a large gentleman who looks like he's been in a couple of armed forces before and with bulging muscles covered in tattoos walks in. I was like, I've never seen this guy before. He notices what's happening over here.
Right.
And he's like, Rebecca. She turns. She's like, oh, hey, Jeff. The guy walks over. I'm like, this is about to be an entire, the building's going to come down because this battle is going to be epic.
Right.
So the guy walks over. She's still sitting on the big boy's lap. The big boy turns to the huge military guy. He goes, I don't know how I did it either, brother. I don't know. The military guy was so disarmed. He was like, Rebecca, let's just go. And he walked out the door.
Right.
Wow.
Needless to say, that my fat buddy sat in that chair for the next day, for the next 2 months, probably straight, when he used to come in once a week, just trying to recapture that magic again. I could not, because I was prepared for this guy
Right.
to get murdered.
Yeah.
Basically. But he goes, I don't know how this happened either, bro.
But he was. That's like hitting a home run when you're just a regular guy like us in the major leagues. It's impossible.
It's like walking up and knocking that thing out. But now, like I said, he told all those BS stories all this time. I was like,
Right.
this guy might be the real deal. Anyone could have told me this story.
Right.
I never would have believed him had I not been there.
I'm flabbergasted. I don't even know how to follow that up with, because that's insane. And I could just imagine that guy for the next 2 months sitting in that chair and like
The same chair.
yeah, and like just kind of trying to look back but he's too fat because he can't.
He can't look at the door.
Constantly buying people Vegas bombs.
It's gonna work again, guys. It's gonna work.
He spent so much more money there buying Vegas bombs, but he never. This dude would come in and get 3 PBRs and a pizza. That was it. That was like his.
Oh,
And you know he
man.
goes to another bar and tells that story, and nobody believes
it.
No, I swear, 2 Vegas bombs just in my lap, licking my face.
We had to start restocking Crown like twice as much.
Oh, damn it.
Switched to ordering by the case.
Oh man, that is a fantastic story. All right, so let's talk about the podcast real quick.
Sure.
Host of From Behind the Barcast.
From Behind the Barcast.
All right, so how can people listen to it?
So we're on all of the streaming services.
Okay.
So we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We also release videos on
Okay.
YouTube every Thursday. So Tuesdays.
Are those porn or are those just?
Yeah, so it's right now it's softcore.
Wishy-washy.
The thing is, our shipment of Blue Chew hasn't come in yet. So
I get that.
we have a little performance anxiety when it comes
Right,
to that.
I get it.
But yeah, all of our audio drops on Tuesday, and
Okay.
then the videos drop on Thursday. But any of the services you can, and it's always From Behind the Barcast is where you can.
Awesome, man. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the story.
of
Amazing
course.
stuff.
Rock one.
Dope. Paxton was awesome, man.
Yeah.
What a great dude that is. Tim would like to know if it is now 7 days in the studio without issues.
I think it is.
I think we'll go ahead and update the board.
I think we should. It's a week. Who would have thought? Not me.
Not us.
No. 7 days. Getting closer to that ice cream cake.
23 days away, man. 23 days.
We'll be looking at that no-hitter, that perfect game.
Tim goes, who would have thought? Me neither, to be honest.
We're going to be looking at that perfect game, the no-hitter. It's going to come down to the 9th inning, man. We're going to sweat it out.
Yeah. So I feel pretty grown up right now, Cotter.
Why is that?
I have dinner planned already.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
What are you having?
I'm going to do brats on the grill.
Oh, yeah, you talked about the brats. Okay.
I have a nice side salad to go along with that.
Right.
And then if you go to Kroger and you go to like the cake section and they have like that little like 4x4 cake.
Right.
My wife and I, we split up into quarters. I have dessert already planned.
Nice.
I essentially have to do almost nothing today. I have to go get propane. I ran out of propane.
Okay. I'm swinging by Nothing Bunt Cakes to pick up a cake from a
Dude,
wife.
I love that place.
The place is amazing.
Are you getting a big ass cake? You just get one of those tiny ones?
I didn't go big. I got like the second size down. So I'm
Okay.
getting a full on cake, but not the biggest one.
Are you getting little flags put in it?
No.
Did you pay for the flags?
I didn't pay for the flags.
I paid for the flags, dude. They are not worth it.
Yeah, I was
They
like,
look cool, but they're not worth
yeah,
it.
and I got the white is like raspberry chocolate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's so because we
You know,
went.
can I get a piece of that cake? Can you bring it in tomorrow?
Maybe
All right.
I can
Be
bring it
nice.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because so when my wife went there and got my daughter her birthday cake from there. She likes the red velvet, and my wife just like wanted one of the small raspberry chocolate ones.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it. They couldn't buy just one.
Really?
Tiny one. Is we got to buy like a dozen or whatever it was.
Screw your dozen.
So I got the big one. So I got to pick that up. Then I asked her, "What do you want for dinner?" And my wife is bad when it comes to nothing has sounded good for the last 5 years. So
Awesome.
when it comes to dinner, So I'm like, "What do you want?"
That's why she's so skinny, man.
I know.
She doesn't eat.
What do you want? It's your birthday. I'll go buy you sushi. What do you want? All up to you. She's like, I don't know. So She goes, I just don't want to cook. I'm like, that's fair. It's like, do you just want me to pick it out? I'll go to the store.
Are you gonna take her out somewhere? Or are you gonna?
I don't know. I'm going to try to ask her again, to see what she wants after I get the cake. Because then I'll just, if she wants me to buy something and cook dinner, I'll pick it up on my way home. And if not, I'm all for taking her out.
There's there's that spot that my friends have been telling me. It's kind of random. So there's a sushi place in Garden City called Misu. Or MISU, Misu. I think I shot you a link once.
Oh, yeah. Is it over by a city hall?
I don't know. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's in like a weird little strip mall that has like two things.
Yeah, possibly. I've been told that place is the business when it comes to sushi. And they like give you like fat cuts if you're like getting sashimi and stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe bring her there, man. It's like 15 minutes away from your house.
It's like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even closer. But yeah, take her out. Take her. Like the Aladdin song, show her a whole new world. Sushi world.
Yeah. No, I'll see what she wants to do.
Tim says take her to the Gray. I think it's a little expensive going to the Gray. I've actually never been there.
Yeah, we were going to, and we couldn't get reservations. Remember that years ago we were going to go for the trivia. It was for our like Christmas.
Oh yeah.
We were going to go there and we couldn't get reservations.
It's very, very busy. Very important there.
Now, by the time my wife gets home, chances are she's going to want to stay home because, she gets up at 5:30. She teaches all day. She's usually at school until about 4:30 or 5. So by the time she gets home, she may not want to go do anything.
Yeah.
She'll want to put on sweatpants and hang out.
So what we do every day?
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
Is your wife jealous of what we do? You think your wife is like, she's like, I kind of wish I could be in radio. Do you think she?
So no, and here's why. So years ago, I wanted to have a female voice on a radio station I was program director for. It was in Peoria. And I thought, you know what? And my wife taught speech, so it's like my wife could do this. My wife could, voice track, not do it live, but record a shift.
Yeah.
And it'd be great. So I brought equipment home, plugged it in the computer. It's like, let's see how you sound doing this. She was god awful. I mean, God, if
not
was,
natural at all, just like robotic. Would you say, or just
if we work for NPR, she could probably You've seen the sweaty balls skit on SNL?
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. Rock 1061. And I mean, and
everyone's turned it up.
She knew 20 seconds in. She did a break. She looked at me and went, "This isn't going to work, is it?" I went, "No, it's not."
you absolutely ended her radio dreams immediately.
So
20 seconds in.
So no, I don't think she's jealous.
All right, okay. Tim said he went to the Gray a couple years ago for his birthday, a $300 meal, but he called it ridiculous.
What'd you get for $300? Tell me there were drinks.
So I went to Gordon Ramsay's Steak for my wife's birthday in Vegas 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a $250 meal.
Damn.
And that was worth it.
Was it worth
incredible.
Did you get steak?
I got the beef Wellington, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I got the beef Wellington. I had beers. I had dessert. I went the whole gamut, dude.
Yeah. Risotto?
Yeah, I think I did get the risotto. Had a nice Belgian beer to kind of kick it off. It was delightful.
Nice. All right, so we got about 5 minutes. Once again, going to talk about actors who almost played some famous roles, how different the role would have been. Then we're going to talk about some actors we would have liked to have seen in some other roles. And I've got one of them on my list that I said it's a superhero one, and it's before we had any of these superhero movies, and I always thought this was the guy to play this role. Okay, I still stand by it. I still think he would have done a great job.
I've got 5 suggestions that I kind of just stole off a line. I thought they were pretty cool. 4 of them are superhero films, now that I look at it.
Yeah. Now I stuck with one superhero. There was a couple others I could have gone.
Speaking of that gray meal, Tim said they had everything. Apps, duck, dessert, 2 bottles of wine, and pre-dinner cocktails. Good Lord. Good for you, man. Happy birthday to Tim.
I think the most expensive meal I've ever eaten. I can't really think of one, to where I just went nuts on it.
It's good to do that, man. It's always fun to like go out and like do the big ass meal.
I'm sure there has been, one where we went big. I always like it to where, especially when the kids were younger, before they really had jobs and, kind of grasp, where, $20 to them is like, oh my God, I'm rich.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first time we went out to eat, it was on a vacation, and it was probably over $100, whatever for the meal for all of us. The look on my kid's face when we said how much it was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we spending that much money on food?
And you like went to Chili's.
Yeah, I know, right?
Daddy needed the baby back ribs, kids. Sorry.
Sometimes you just got to have them.
Baby back. Oh, look, our boss showed up. What's up, man?
What's up? Ready for golf?
I was going to say, you didn't dress up for the bosses coming in?
Playing golf.
You're just going to play golf. Yeah.
I get it.
Where are you golfing at? Oh, okay. That should be fun.
Should be enjoyable. Apparently.
Really?
He's like Bryson DeChambeau, just fucking slugging them. So
It's cheating.
he can just drive the cart today.
No, it's good. Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. Right. Oh, shit. They asked about you.
I know.
Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. I like free meals. Cotter's trying to figure out what to do for his wife for her birthday. Oh, that's what Juan was asking what was going on. Sean goes, I supersized my double quarter pounder with cheese meal once.
Damn right you did.
Jesus.
Damn
all right,
right
money
you did.
bags. Get it. All right. Got the extra big fries. I don't know. I think that miso, I know your wife likes sushi. I think she
does.
That.
No, that sounds
Like
good.
that.
I don't know yet. Yeah, like I said, I was totally leaving it up to her, and it didn't really get much.
Anything, go to the draft room. Go sit on the patio.
Yeah.
Have yourself a nice little nighttime cocktail.
All right, we've got about 50 seconds. All right, guys, be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning on air and on the stream. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, you can check us out. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Stream the show each and every morning. If you miss it, post videos and highlights to the YouTube page. Usually share those back on the Facebook page. While you're on any of those platforms, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. All right, so there are iconic movie roles or just even movie roles that, kind of stand out because the performance is so good. But usually, for most roles, there are a couple people that are up for it initially. Mm-hmm. And, you've got some other famous actors who may be up for a role that don't get it, and then the role stands out as from the actor that does. But how different would it be if somebody else played that role? So we got a list of those, and then we've just got some people we would like to have seen in maybe some different characters if they had the opportunity. Now, one kind of jumped out to me right away. Was Nicolas Cage. Dude's been an actor forever. He was up for the role of Bender in The Breakfast Club. Judd Nelson's role.
Oh, really?
I would love to have seen that. You kidding me? A young, crazy Nicolas Cage in The Breakfast Club?
That's an interesting one. Now, with this list that you found, there's one that really was kind of like a weird one for me. Chris Rock was in talks to play George Costanza on Seinfeld.
Do you believe that one?
Do I believe that he auditioned for it? Yeah.
I mean, it's so iconic with Jason Alexander. I mean, I don't know. It would have been interesting.
Chris Rock would have been so young at that point, too. Like, I don't know how believable it would have been for that character and the way he evolved through, the 9 seasons or whatever they went to. But, yeah, Chris Rock would have been really interesting in that role. Probably, obviously, not the choice. Jason Alexander is the pure choice there, but really weird.
So it's famously known that a lot of people actually auditioned for the role of Han Solo in Star Wars.
Okay.
Obviously, Harrison Ford got it. Some of them were Al Pacino, Kurt Russell, which I think he would have been an awesome choice.
Yeah, especially with his work. I mean, I guess it would have been his future work on like Big Trouble in Little China and the Escape from movies, L.A. and New York. That way, I mean, obviously maybe he stole some swag from Harrison Ford's performance as Han Solo for those films.
Also had Sylvester Stallone. Don't see that.
Han Solo?
Yes.
No.
Don't see that one at all. Christopher Walken.
For Han Solo?
Yes.
Being so young in the early, I guess it was the late 70s when the first Star Wars film came out.
Yeah.
That would have been really interesting to see. Just his cadence of his voice, though. I would just laugh the entire time.
Anymore, he just basically plays a caricature of himself.
Well, he doesn't even really act anymore. He doesn't need to. He made all that money just doing him.
He's just Christopher Walken at this point in time. John Travolta almost got the title role in Forrest Gump.
Almost.
Yeah.
That would have been terrible.
Supposedly they offered it to him and he turned it down.
Thank God.
Tom Hanks, I can't picture anybody but Tom Hanks doing that role.
Tom Hanks was built for Forrest Gump. Literally.
What about Dany from Game of Thrones? Emilia Clarke, of course, got the role. Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda from the MCU, auditioned for that.
So I could have saw Elizabeth Olsen naked
I guess
a bunch
so.
of times. I mean, flip the coin. I just feel grateful. Hashtag blessed for seeing what I've seen. But, maybe in the future she could do, if they ever recast or redo the show, maybe you can go to Elizabeth Olsen.
Did you ever watch Modern Family? Okay,
no.
So the dad, Phil, is played by Ty Burrell. I mean, he does a great job with the role. I guess it was offered to Matt LeBlanc, Joey from Friends.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't need any more of that guy in my life.
You really?
Yeah,
You don't like him?
I didn't even watch Friends, and I was like, that guy's enough. I don't need any more of that.
I mean, he's not bad. You got to watch. There's a. I can't think what it's called. There's a TV show where he plays a character of himself.
There was an HBO show.
It's so good. I mean, that is definitely worth checking out. A couple others on this list. You had Gwyneth Paltrow and Matthew McConaughey both auditioned for the movie Titanic.
Ooh,
can you imagine Matthew McConaughey instead of what's his name? Now I can't think of his name.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
There you go. That guy.
No, I would have probably liked to see him die at the end.
Now, the biggest one to me that I always found interesting, and I mean, the choice they made for this was, ended up being the right choice, but this would have been, I think, cool. So for the role of Indiana Jones, they really wanted Tom Selleck.
Well, yeah, but with the mustache, right?
I'd hope so.
It had to be Mustache Jones.
You'd have to. But, I mean, they really wanted him for that role. However, he was doing Magnum P.I. at the time. They would not let him out of his contract at Magnum P.I. So they're like, give me Ford.
Yeah, give me Solo. Get him in here. Episodes was the name of that series with Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah.
That supposedly is very good. But going back, I mean, I think Tom Selleck would have crushed that Indiana Jones role, but obviously Harrison Ford is iconic now for doing that and Han Solo.
You need to have Tom Selleck make a cameo in the new Indiana Jones they're filming. I don't know what yet. He'd be his long-lost brother.
I like that. That's good. That would
Why
be good.
not? It's better than Mutt. All right, coming up next, we're going to run down some roles or some actors that we would like to see in certain roles. If you have any, give us a call, comment, or text, 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Here's Pop Evil, Rock 1061.
Sean wrote for Matthew McConaughey in Titanic, he goes, pay me like one of your French girls. And he could be like, well, all right. I didn't see that pop up.
Oh, I bet it was a different station because, yeah, you're right. It didn't.
Yeah, it didn't light
flash.
up. Macaulay Culkin was on here. It's another one we didn't bring up. He was,
right.
Apparently, they wanted him to play a role on Big Bang Theory. And he was just like, yeah, I don't see myself doing sitcoms. Bye.
And it's so weird because, I mean, obviously he made Home Alone money and he's doing okay. But he's popped up in, random things here and there.
He's going to be on the new season of American Horror Story.
So I guess he can see himself doing a TV show. But it's like
Just not a sitcom.
He hasn't done like anything major really outside of Home Alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just a few things here or there.
And not much. My wife actually just chimed in. She goes, I need Donald Glover as Miles Morales.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think they're going to go with a younger actor, though. But I would love to see him in that role. I mean, he was in the first Spider-Man film, the new Tom Holland Spider-Man films. He actually was Miles' cousin.
Okay.
And then I think Donald Glover actually voiced Miles in a animated series.
Oh, cool.
But yeah,
he'd be great.
Yeah, I've got 5 suggestions on different actors for some semi-iconic roles.
Yeah. All mine are pretty big. I got 5.5.
Cool. Let's just go every other one.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll do it when we jump back here. What are we doing right now? Are we commercials or songs?
It's a song. We got about a minute and a half.
Gotcha. As Cotter mentioned before, we'll do trivia at the bottom of the hour. We'll also do Mac. She's Chicks on Dudes. She's coming in 9 o'clock. And then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. So that'll kind of be the rest of the show over the next 90 minutes or so. Music news today, going to bring up Bring Me the Horizon. I didn't know they planned on doing a follow-up. So they have an EP called Posthuman. But they plan on putting out like 4 more of these. That is only the first in a series of EPs. And they plan on doing different musical stylings on each one.
Interesting.
Which is, yeah. So I got some news on that. Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong talks about his favorite song and his favorite album the band has ever done. I'm really happy with his favorite song. And then Rebel Rock Festival, which is in Orlando. That thing is ridiculous. And we'll go over who's playing that. That happens in late September.
Just got a text. Kelsey Grammer also auditioned for Han Solo.
Interesting.
I can't see that at all. I mean, maybe, back then, obviously, he's much younger. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall show. If you missed Torture Tuesday yesterday, we got a special video posted to the Facebook page, posted to YouTube, so be sure to check it out. Great stuff with Torture Tuesday Gas Chamber. Right now, we're talking about actors we would have liked to seen maybe in some other roles. Now, the first one on my list, I have said this for years. It's for a comic book role or a superhero role. This was before we had any of the X-Men movies. I mean, this was years ago. And I know he's kind of a D-bag now. But I would have loved to have seen Mel Gibson as Wolverine. I think back to just, his roles in Lethal Weapon.
Mad Max.
Him as Wolverine. And now, as in like an old man Logan character as he's aged. I think he would have been awesome in that role.
That's an interesting one. I didn't even think about that one. How about this? How about instead of Nicolas Cage in the Ghost Rider films, we actually had a good actor. No offense to Nicolas Cage. What if we had Josh Brolin?
Oh, dude.
Thanos / the Goonies, Josh Brolin. I think he could have brought like a big gruff badass to it. That Nicolas Cage just doesn't have. Nicolas Cage is that smooth, suave, funny guy. I wanted someone that was badass to play Ghost Rider.
That would have been good. I like that choice. Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean, basically, you could put him in anything. I think he is like
big time method guy,
the greatest actor in the history of acting. I would have loved him to have been in Lord of the Rings as Aragorn. I mean, Viggo Mortensen did a great job with that role. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I would love to have seen Daniel Day-Lewis just in a big, blockbuster movie like that because he's not usually in those sort of things. It's more artsy stuff. I mean, I know he's been in some big movies.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even Gangs of New York, it's not like a blockbuster movie. But I would love to have seen him in something fantasy like that.
Interesting. No, that would be interesting. I don't know. I can't see Vigo not being Aragorn.
I get that.
How about this? How about instead of Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice? What if we got actually someone who makes sense for the role? No offense to Jesse Eisenberg, like Billy Zane, the ultimate bald dude.
Yes,
he is the ultimate bald guy.
Billy Zane would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, I think he would have been very, very cool for that.
Can we get that in the Snyder Cut? I mean, can we just cut out Eisenberg?
Yeah, we'll just CGI him.
All right, so going a little bit old school with this one. And once again, I picked more iconic roles, so it may be kind of harder to picture some of these people not in the role. Johnny Depp, back in the day, Johnny Depp as Ferris Bueller.
I don't know. I mean, Johnny Depp's first role was actually in A Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
That was his first role, which he iconically died very, very quickly.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Does he have that charismatic side to him?
I think so.
We got the loopy doopy drug side to him.
Right.
But I don't know if he's got that charismatic, cool California vibe that Matthew Broderick brought to Ferris Bueller.
Maybe it's got a darker twist on it. It's
right.
Johnny
it definitely
Depp,
had to be darker.
Johnny Depp as Ferris Bueller, directed by Tim Burton.
Yeah, it's just Ferris Bueller does cocaine all over the city of Chicago. That's kind of how I see that role played.
I want to see this movie.
What about you remember the movie Red Dragon? It was the follow-up to Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
What about instead of Edward Norton, who's fine? We got Matt Damon in there. Got a little Boston boy action in there.
I like that.
I think Matt Damon could have probably done a better job than Edward Norton. No offense to him.
I think Matt Damon is he's not underrated by any means, but as an actor, I mean, he's just really, really good. I think he's one of those guys you could almost put in anything.
I would love to see I would love to see Matt Damon replace Matt Damon in a new series of Bourne films because I love Jason Bourne. I want to see more of it.
I would love to see more Bourne movies. So this one's kind of out there because, once again, iconic role. Luke Skywalker. In the first movie, Mark Hamill, not the best actor. Mm-hmm. Hayden Christensen-like, not that bad, but, very kind of flat and wooden. Ryan Gosling as Luke Skywalker. Solid actor, good-looking guy, fits the role. I don't know. I think that'd be fun to see.
What about, people have been clamoring for it online. What about Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, as Luke Skywalker, if they ever redo, let's say, the trilogy?
I think that's a good choice.
He looks just like him.
He really does. I think it's a solid choice.
What about check this out. What if instead of the dude who played Boba Fett, at the moment Boba Fett gets thrown down into the Sarlacc pit, we recast him with Cotter? I actually wrote that down. I would just like to, and no offense, and I think a lot of people probably on the chat and listening right now would love to hear you scream like a bitch and fall to your death.
You know what? It's one of the most iconic roles in Star Wars. He had minimal screen time, but everybody loved. Yeah, done. Throw me down the Sarlacc.
That was my last one. You're welcome.
All right, so I'll end with this. Lord of the Rings, love those movies. Elijah Wood as Frodo almost ruins them for me.
What?
I think he is horrible.
Really?
As Frodo.
He's the heart. Sam's the heart of the film.
Sam's the heart. Frodo's a douche.
Potatoes.
Anybody. I don't even have a person.
Right.
Anybody but Elijah.
You can just see a mop with a bucket on top.
Shaq in the role. I don't. So I can't, for whatever reason, he almost ruins that entire trilogy.
We actually have a great suggestion on the chat. Charles says, how about replacing Mr. T with Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon?
See? Yes. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
T just smacking people upside their heads.
All right, it is the Cotter and Marshall Show. We got more of it coming up next. Rock 106.1.
That's a very good suggestion.
I like that.
Brock says replace him with Charles. All right, so up next, we have a story about a mullet.
Yeah, this is
hits home, man.
This is the guy. He played at the Heritage.
Yeah, Cameron Smith.
Yeah, so this was the guy. We talked about it when he was at the Heritage because he had the mullet. He had a really good first day at the tournament. Didn't do bad. He just, didn't live up to the first day.
Sure.
Well, he had a deal with his girlfriend. And the man's welching. Tell you about it in a bit.
All right. I'm going to let Cotter hang out with you guys for a minute. I'm going to go use the restroom or grab a drink.
All right.
But not in that order. Or maybe. I don't know. For sure.
Whatever you got to do, man. All right. So we've got trivia coming up here in a bit. Bottom of the hour. Are you smarter than community college dropouts? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Chicks on Dudes. We've got Mac going to join us at the top of the 9 o'clock hour. Once again, show is flying by. Seven Dust. Seven Dust is such a great live band. During the early 2000s in Illinois, it seemed like they were on every single show, and they're so good live. I've seen them countless times. I'd love to see them again. I'm always down for a road trip, especially to a place like Charleston. I think it's a great idea. Okay, tomorrow on the show, what is it? We got Hefe. What else? What else is a Thursday?
Tomorrow we're doing Quiz in the Face for you. We're doing Kentucky Derby.
Face?
Or I don't want to tell you what.
That's fine.
I don't want you to do any research just in case.
Kentucky Derby related. Anything else on a Thursday? You would think after, almost 2 months, we'd go, we know what each day entails. We don't.
Let's see. Let me take a look at the deal. So when I was hosting trivia at the draft room at Berwick last night, I had this table. Team name, the Stoners.
Okay.
I would say kind of a little bit of an older group, probably like mid-40s, all the way up to closer to like mid-50s.
Right.
So I walk up to them after the second round, and they're like, hey, are you Marshall from Rock 106.1? I'm like, yeah. Like, you're on the morning show. Yeah, that's right. I just started 2 months ago. Like, that's awesome. And then I was wearing a Double Asian T-shirt. They asked me about the brewery. And then there was a gentleman at the table who essentially was calling us pussies because of all the hot stuff we were doing. I was like, yeah, actually, we're going to do the Death Nut Challenge 3 on a future Torture Tuesday. Like, I do that for breakfast. He's like, you guys need to up the ante or do something. And I'm like, well, we're going to up the ante. We're going to do some cool stuff. So I had a big time tough guy. And I finally impressed him when I told him what we were going to do with the Death Nut Challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, and I finally got him on my side. I'm like, that took long enough.
I want to see him do a hot challenge.
Yeah. And so they have like Reaper wings at the draft in Berwick.
Oh, okay.
And he said they weren't hot enough, so he sent them back. That's how much of a badass he was.
Have you had the Reaper wings?
I've had the Reaper wings there before. They are quite hot.
Okay.
They are quite spicy.
Interesting. All right. All right.
Salsa Mark just texted us. He goes, Salsa Mark here, not their call Bob's. Martin Short. He wants Martin Short to replace Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura, or Robert De Niro to replace Chevy Chase in Caddyshack.
Robert De Niro, Chevy Chase, Caddyshack.
Interesting choices. Cool. What else was I just looking for?
For the show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for the show.
No, I think that's about it. Hefe, Quiz in the Face.
Yeah, Hefe quiz and the rest of our stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
And tomorrow is Steel Panther. So.
Oh shit! Yeah. What time's the first show?
I think it's 7.
Okay.
I got to reach out to Preston today. I got to reach out to him and talk to Logan today.
Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing after the show.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Let me know what time I need to be there.
There was motion at my front door. Had to check. How much longer do we got?
Let's see. We've got 4 minutes.
Lord, let's go ahead and ask the last question. All right, guys, we like to play Answer the Internet in between breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show. Go ahead and drop your answer into the chat. All right, that one can't quite. It's not bad, but the bosses are in town today. Just in case they're watching the show, we won't ask.
Okay.
We'll leave that one for tomorrow. Man, come on. Can't ask that one either. We have to go very platonic today because our bosses are in town, at least on the chat, just in case. Okay, this is easy. Cotter, would you rather A, have to turn off every sports game at the 2-minute mark, or B, only be able to watch from the 2-minute mark to the end?
Oh, from the 2-minute mark till the end.
That's what you'd rather do?
I think so.
Just watch last 2 minutes of every game?
You want to see the end. The end, 9 times out of 10. You'll get more stuff at the end than you will. Yeah, the end. Give me the end.
If it's a regular game, then I would say show me everything but the last 2 minutes.
Okay.
If it's like the Super Bowl, yeah, I could just not watch the Super Bowl and watch the last 2 minutes. I'd probably want to watch that.
Right.
Unless it was this last year's Super Bowl, and then that was that utter garbage.
Did you watch any of the Dark Side of the Ring documentary series?
No, I know the series you're talking about. I don't think I've ever seen any. I mean, I think I've seen one. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, they do a great job with it. They just announced the little lineup for the next season. So the Collision in Korea, which was some weird thing WCW was a part of in the 90s. Like Ric Flair went to North Korea, and it was like supposedly some big festival and a sporting festival, and WCW wrestled at it. It was very weird. The Ultimate Warrior, and a docuseries or an episode about him, that would be cool.
He's dead, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a couple Ultimate Warriors?
No, that was just the one.
Oh, okay.
The Grizzly Smith story. Grizzly Smith is Jake the Snake Roberts' dad, and he was a douche. And it was a wrestler. Dynamite Kid, which was one half of the British Bulldogs tag team in the 80s. He got all kinds. His back was effed up. I mean, he was basically in a wheelchair most of his life.
Jesus.
The WWF steroid trials. That'll be fun. Luna Vachon.
Was that a female wrestler?
Yeah, she was a female wrestler. The plane ride from hell. I don't know if you know that story. It was a WWE thing to where I think they're flying from overseas, and I mean, everybody's drunk and people are wrestling on the plane, and it just, went to shit fast. So that'll be fun. And then a couple things I don't know. That's an interesting lineup. I like that. All right. I'm down. All right, we got about 1 minute left.
A listener hit us up about a festival back in 2001 at the Savannah Civic Center called Fustercluck 2001.
Yep.
I actually found it online. I messaged them the answer, but they were asking us what bands played. Just a little reminder, if anyone remembers the good old...
It was a Rock 106.1 event.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Because at least, Eric, our sales guy, Eric Hune, I know about it because of him, that it sounded like it was the station event.
So the Fustercluck lineup was Saliva, Puddle of Mud, Handsome Devil, Pete Yorn, Desiree's Hammer, 7 Channels, and Mesh STL.
Interesting.
Quite the lineup.
Yeah, but from what I understand, the way Eric talked anyway, it was a station concert or station event. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out, Cotter and Marshall Show. Don't forget, you can listen by downloading that Rock 1061 app for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, rock1061.com. Now, when the Heritage went down on Hilton Head Island, the first day, there was an Australian golfer by the name of Cameron Smith, who had a decent round day number 1. But he stood out more because he had a sweet, sweet mullet.
The pandemic changed a lot of us, Cotter, okay? A lot of us decided to do some things we've never done before, and some of us now have sweet mullets.
Yours is good, man.
Including mine.
It's impressive. I can't wait to see where it ends up, because once again, Marshall's plan is to hold on to that until we get that pro hockey team in Savannah debuting in October. of 2022.
No, I plan on keeping it, and then I plan on challenging the toughest person on the team. And then, I think we'll have like a check off where we'll check each other into the boards. And depending on, whoever wins that, we'll shave the other person's head. And it'll guarantee I will lose.
You're not going to win that, yeah.
No.
Well, Cameron's girlfriend is not a fan of the mullet. So he promised her that he'd cut it off if he won a PGA Tour event.
Don't tell me he won.
On Sunday, he won the Zurich Classic. But here's the catch.
It's not the Masters. That doesn't count.
It's PGA Tour event.
Ugh.
He's going back on his deal with the girlfriend.
I would too. I'd dump her. If she was like, all right, you got to get rid of the mullet, I'd be like, I don't need to be with you.
His quote was, I apologize to my girlfriend. It's not going away. I mean, it's part of me now.
Yeah, it is.
It makes people laugh.
It does.
I love it.
You know what? There's things that make you happy in life. And honestly, right there, he just pointed out his mullet makes him happier than his girlfriend.
I was going to say, he chose his mullet over his girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm married. I choose my mullet over my wife. How about that? I mean, just laying it out there. This mullet is part of me now.
Now, something tells me she's not going to, dump a PGA player.
Well, you just won like $1 million. Yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
She's not going anywhere. But
even if he tells her to leave, she'll probably stick around.
I mean, it's a power move in the relationship.
I mean, he's setting a precedent for that relationship that is probably not going to change at this point.
No, it's never going to change. But hats off to Cameron Smith.
No, hats on forever so no one can cut that mullet.
All right, coming up next, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? It's brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Your chance to play, your chance to win. Next, here's Shinedown, Rock 106.1.
You have the Guys on Chicks questions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We have more Steel Panthers tickets that we can give away here. We can do Southern Barrel, whatever you want.
Excuse me. Let's do the Southern Barrel, and then
tomorrow I'll do the last pair?
Yeah, then we can cut a promo again.
We're always cutting promos. Cool. I only really half read the Chicks on Dudes emails, so I guess I should reread them before we say them. I don't know if you've read them yet.
Yeah, I looked through them. Second one's interesting. I really like that one. Third one's funny.
Oh, yeah, I did half read these last night. No, they're good. Let's see. People are debating whether they can have mullets or not. Charles says, Brock cannot have a mullet. Go eat your salmon.
I'll have to see if I can find a picture, because in junior high.
Did you have a sweet mullet?
Oh, dude. So good.
You are one, 5-minute haircut away from having a mullet right now.
Yeah.
If you want a mullet, we'll put a mullet on you.
Nah, I'm gonna let the hair grow out for a little bit. Here, I'll make this promise to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the hair grow back out, and my hair.
I'm gonna go write it on the board as soon as.
That's fine. And my hair was, halfway down my back when it was at its longest. Let it grow back out. Once I decide to cut it, we'll cut it into a mullet, and it will be And I mean, epic length.
How long are you gonna keep it?
I don't know. We'll see. But I promise, once I cut it, we'll cut it into a mullet.
That's like 1 year of growth. I mean, we're gonna have to wait. Proportionally, I think we're gonna have to wait another 3 years for that.
No, it didn't take 3 years to grow my hair that
Really?
long. No. It's a slow build for the show. There you go. It's a through line for the next 3 years.
Slow burner.
All right, we got about 30 seconds.
If anyone's looking for a PlayStation 5, apparently the digital edition is up at Target right now. Target online, heads up. I still get messages from that after looking for PS5s for 3 months.
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out. It is time to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? It is brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort. Now, Marshall, I have been on a nice run. I thumped my opponent yesterday, 6-1.
And he slaughtered him.
So I really was thinking I was going to come out hot, feeling good about myself, talking S. Then something inside said, no, don't do it. I don't think today is the day to talk crap. I mean, you can challenge me. That's fine.
Right.
But I don't know.
What's wrong? What makes you feel so unconfident about your confidence?
I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if I don't know if I got it today.
Wait, is this a setup? Are you setting us up, bro?
What do you mean? I just don't know if I have it.
You're talking about how you're so unconfident right now, but your confidence, I think, is an all-time high because you are like 5 wins in a row with a tie in there. So like that's 6 straight essential wins for you.
I know, and I think that's when reality sets in because you don't want to jinx yourself, going forward. So it's like I just don't feel confident talking a lot of crap.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and get someone on the line right now. So here's the deal. Call us up, the number 1-800-394-1061. The very first person to call us up will take on one of us in trivia. It sounds like a trap for coming from Cotter, or maybe it's not. I'm not for sure. He's putting off some vibes right now that I'm not exactly picking up very well. But here's the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. And if you're the first person to call in, we are going to hook you up with a $25 gift card to one of our favorite breweries, Southern Barrel Brewing Company. Their food's incredible. Their beers are incredible. And you get it no matter what just by calling us right now and being that first caller.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Call us now if you'd like to play. 800-394-1061.
Yeah, Cotter is pulling a rope-a-dope, man. Clayton Marine, congratulations, man. Got the kid confirmation.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's a cool thing, man.
Apparently people are scared of playing trivia against us today.
I guess so.
I have to go to do some work, but here's an interesting story for your apocalypse thing. Cool. All right, if anyone wants on the stream wants to go ahead and take us on, feel free to call us up, 1-800-394-1061. 7 questions, 60 seconds. You guys know the deal. And we'll hook you up with a $25 gift card to go check out Southern Barrel Brewing Company. Great spot in Bluffton. Man, we love that place. I used to go there so much. When we were hosting Thursday Night Football watch parties over at Station 300. But go ahead and give us a call. Hit us up on that front, and we'll play some trivia. D's Nuts 67 says, I'd call, but I'm in class. There we go. Well, once it pops up.
Yeah. Rock 1061, who's this? Rock 1061, who's this?
It's Big Sexy.
Hey, how's it going?
I hate to see y'all asking people to call. I'll go ahead and play.
All right, who do you want to take on?
Man, I've got to go with Connor, see if he's rope-a-doping.
All right, fair enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tape down the button.
Yeah,
You're not going to hear us for a second.
Tape it down.
Tape it down good, Cotter. Taping that button down good. All right, Cotter, you are going to be challenged by Big Sexy today. Go ahead, put those soundproof headphones on.
All right, good luck.
Charles, you know the deal. 7 questions, 60 seconds. I'm just pulling out my stopwatch right here. And are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me just make sure I have this. Perfect. All right, here we go. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. The first question is multiple choice. Mycophobia is the fear of what? Is it mushrooms or elevators?
Mushrooms.
Correct. What sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One?
Gretzky.
Correct. Question number 3. What famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996?
Tupac.
Correct. Question number 4. What actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends?
Schwimmer.
Correct. Question number 5. What are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Yes, I need each color.
Oh, God. Blue,
Yep.
red,
Yep.
yellow,
Yep.
black,
Yep.
green.
Correct. 5 in a row. Question number 6. What's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friend?
Oh, pass.
Question number 7, your last one. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? It's multiple choice. Was it Tony, Vinny, or Gio?
Tony.
Correct. And that is time. Man, big sexy. 6 out of 7 today, my friend Cotter. Go ahead and take those headphones off. Big sexy brought it today, getting 6 out of 7 correct.
I wasn't doing any rope-a-dope. I just knew I was going to get my ass kicked. All right. It's a challenge. I'm ready. All right, man. We'll be right back.
All right, Charles, hang on the line for us. We're going to ask Cotter those same questions. Cotter, are you ready, sir?
No.
6 out of 7. You got to get at least 6 to tie. He absolutely slayed today,
Yeah,
so
did.
good luck to you. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Here we go. Mycophobia is the fear of what? It's multiple choice. Is it mushrooms or elevators?
What was it again?
Mycophobia.
God dang it. Elevators.
Incorrect.
Balls.
Question number 2. What sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One?
The great one. Muhammad Ali?
Incorrect.
Oh, shit. Wayne Gretzky. God damn it.
Question number 3. Which famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996?
Tupac.
Correct. What actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends?
David Schwimmer.
Correct. What are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Yes, I need each individual color.
Yellow.
Yep.
Green.
Yes.
Blue.
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Black.
Correct. That was correct. Question number 6. What's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friend?
Sonic the tree frog. I have no idea.
Incorrect. And question number 7, which is multiple choice. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? Was it Tony, Vinny, or Gio?
Tony.
That is correct. Connor, you got 4 out of 7 today.
Jeez. Jeez. All right.
Big sexy. Congratulations.
Big
you took home
sexy.
the win.
I got a W.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. First win in a while, so hats off to you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, so Cotter's going to grab your phone number real quick. Actually, I already have your phone number.
Yeah.
We have your phone number here on file. So we'll go ahead and call you after the show, and we'll get you all set up, okay?
Sounds good, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. See you later.
All right, Cotter, let's go ahead and go over... All right, Cotter, let's go ahead and go over the answers for today's trivia game. Mycophobia is the fear of mushrooms. Mushrooms. I just threw in elevators just to throw you off.
It worked,
Yeah.
obviously.
Question number 2, what sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One? That would be Wayne Gretzky.
Just couldn't think of it until it was too late.
Question number 3, I could tell when you screamed out obscenities. Question number 3, which famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996? That would be Tupac Shakur in Vegas. Question 4, what actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends? It's David Schwimmer. Question number 5, what are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Being a big-time Olympics guy, I knew you'd get this.
Yeah.
Black, blue, yellow, red, and green. Question number 6, what's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friends? Russ on the chat screamed out, Tails. Tails is his best
I've
friend.
never played the game.
If you would have watched the film, Tails is revealed right at the end of the first film.
Yeah, but why would I do that? I like myself.
It was a pandemic. There was nothing else to watch.
Okay, good point.
And finally, question number 7. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? The answer was Tony.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Going to play tomorrow for Steel Panther tickets. Listen up around 8:30, your chance to win. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Wanda, thank you for the kind compliment that those questions were excellent. I'll be on the chat with you guys. Cotter's going to edit that up, so I'll be hanging with you, and I'll tell you guys what our records are after this.
We'll be right back.
You gotta
You're
take
not
down
going to
the
hear us
button.
for a second.
Tape it down.
Tape it down good, Cotter.
Man, I've got to go with Connor.
take on, sir?
Man, I've got to go with Cotter. See if he's roofing dooping.
All right, fair enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tape down the button.
Yeah, we gotta
You're
tape
not
down
gonna
the
hear us. All right, fair enough. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tape down the button.
Yeah, we gotta
You're
tape
not
down
going to
the
hear us for a second. All right.
All right, guys, back on the stream here.
You'll be able to hear the trivia game again, guys. So just FYI.
Yeah, so we have an option every day to like play it off our system or play it off the computer that we edit stuff on. So Cotter is going to do that second choice,
Yeah.
which allows you guys to hear it. So you're just going to hear it over again.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to get everything uploaded. So
just a heads up on lifetime wins. Cotter is 9 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties now. I'm still at 15, 3, and 5. So pretty solid. I mean, we're up. We're gonna hit 30, I think, beginning of week 1 or 2 in
nice.
May.
All right. Be right back. Cotter and Marshall Show, time to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Big, bald, and sexy's on the line. Who do you want to take on, sir?
Man, I've got to go with Cotter, see if he's rope-a-doping.
All right, fair enough.
All right, Cotter, you are going to be challenged by Big Sexy today. Go ahead, put those soundproof headphones on.
All right, good luck.
7 questions, 60 seconds. Here we go. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. The first question is multiple choice. Mycophobia is the fear of what? Is it mushrooms or elevators?
Mushrooms.
Correct. What sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One?
Gretzky.
Correct. Question number 3. What famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996?
Tupac.
Correct. Question number 4. What actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends?
Schwimmer.
Correct. Question number 5. What are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Yes, I need each color.
Oh, God. Blue.
Yep.
Red.
Yep.
Yellow.
Yep.
Black.
Yep.
Green.
Correct. 5 in a row. Question number 6. What's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friend?
Oh, fast.
Question number 7, your last one. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? It's multiple choice. Was it Tony, Vinny, or Gio?
Tony.
Correct. And that is time. Man, Big Sexy. 6 out of 7 today, my friend. Cotter, go ahead and take those headphones off. Big Sexy brought it today, getting 6 out of 7 correct.
I wasn't doing any rope-a-dope. I just knew I was going to get my ass kicked. All right. It's a challenge. I'm ready. All right, man. We'll be right back.
All right, Charles, hang on the line for us. We're going to ask Cotter those same questions. Cotter, are you ready, sir?
No.
6 out of 7. You got to get at least 6 to tie. He absolutely slayed today.
Yeah, he
so
did.
Good luck to you. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Here we go. Mycophobia is the fear of what? It's multiple choice. Is it mushrooms or elevators?
What was it again?
Mycophobia.
God dang it. Elevators.
Incorrect.
Balls.
Question number 2. What sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One?
The Great One. Muhammad Ali?
Incorrect.
Wayne Gretzky.
Question number 3. Which famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996?
Tupac.
Correct. What actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends?
David Schwimmer.
Correct. What are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Yes, I need each individual color.
Yellow.
Yep.
Green.
Yes.
Blue.
Yes.
Red.
Yes.
Black.
Correct. That was correct. Question number 6. What's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friend?
Sonic the tree frog. I have no idea.
Incorrect. And question number 7, which is multiple choice. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? Was it Tony, Vinny, or Gio?
Tony.
That is correct. Cotter, you got 4 out of 7 today. Big Sexy, congratulations.
Big
you took home
Sexy.
the win.
I got a W.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. First win in a while, so hats off to you, man.
All right, Cotter, let's go ahead and go over the answers for today's trivia game. Mycophobia is the fear of mushrooms. Mushrooms. I just threw in elevators just to throw you off.
It worked, obviously.
Question number 2, what sporting legend is nicknamed the Great One? That would be Wayne Gretzky.
Just couldn't think of it until it was too late.
Question number 3, I could tell when you screamed out obscenities. Question number 3, which famous rapper died on Friday, September 13th, 1996? That would be Tupac Shakur in Vegas. Question 4, what actor played the role of Ross on the TV show Friends? Is David Schwimmer. Question number 5, what are the colors of the 5 Olympic rings? Being a big-time Olympics guy, I knew you'd get this.
Yeah.
Black, blue, yellow, red, and green. Question number 6, what's the name of Sonic the Hedgehog's best friends? Russ on the chat screamed out, Tails. Tails is his best
I've
friend.
never played the game.
If you would have watched the film, Tails is revealed right at the end of the first film.
Yeah, but why would I do that? I like myself.
It was a pandemic. There was nothing else to watch.
Okay, good point.
And finally, question number 7. What was the name of John Travolta's character in the 1977 movie Saturday Night Fever? The answer was Tony.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Going to play tomorrow for Steel Panther tickets. Listen up around 8:30, your chance to win. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. makes me nervous. Always makes me nervous when I'm rushed to edit it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, did I miss something? Did something not get out? You know?
The only time I got real nervous there was like when you lost, I didn't remember if you cussed or not.
Right.
No, you were clean. You're clean. All right, Mac has just joined us in studio for Chicks on Dudes. So, Mac, welcome. You want to turn on her mic if you don't mind?
I guess I can do that. There we go.
Morning.
I only got one channel.
I do too.
No, it's better. It's better
Is
now.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it was. That was weird for a second. I think you just hit the thing.
Yeah.
You hit the thing. They hit the thing.
That's weird.
All right, guys, coming into our last hour today, got Chicks on Dudes with Mac, and then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Last week, we had to flip those because Mac showed up late, so thanks for coming in early today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for kind of showing up today.
I apologized.
Oh, wait, I put the wrong panel up. Mac's not even on camera.
I
There she is.
apologized for that. Thank you. Numerous times.
Uh-huh. I don't remember any of them. That's weird.
Whatever.
So what's going on, Mac? How you been? You woke up very early this morning. You were on the chat. You chimed in. I think it was right around like 6:30. You were up doing a boxing class. How did that work?
So I should have gotten up at 5 because my dog pooped his kennel last night. At around 5 o'clock. So I should have gotten up then. But I got up at 6 and got off the stream at around 6:30. Boxed at 6:45. Watered my plants. That's why I was almost late this morning.
So you were very productive. You're just trying to show off right now.
I'm taking a nap after work today.
Always good. Nap's always good.
So today is going to be your very first time meeting our big bosses. Are you scared? Did you remember that the big bosses were coming in?
Obviously not. Look how I'm dressed.
Oh, dear Lord.
Then again, you have a T-shirt on, so.
Right, but like they just expect it from me. I've been working here for 7 years. You've only been working
nervous
here for
again.
You've only been working here for 4 months.
I would have put a little effort.
Yeah, I would have put a little.
I'm sorry. I had to water the plants and the dog pooped the kennel. I knew
no,
today
you'll
was a
probably be
big
fine.
day.
They probably will, forgive you. Probably.
Don't look at me like that and say that. Yes, I'm nervous. to answer
No,
your
you
question.
definitely should be. They're oddly mean. They're very mean people.
Great. Awesome. Perfect.
Do you think Jake's going to show up to work today?
Oh, my goodness. He didn't show up Monday. He didn't show up Tuesday. Let's hope so.
When's Jake going to show up?
Hey, Mac talking shit day in and day out about Jake. That didn't take long at all.
Gibby said, uh-oh, she's being fed to the wolves today. Yeah, I think the first thing you say is just throw Jake under the bus. Any question they ask you, just immediately go, well, I actually have some stuff about Jake Thompson I want to bring up.
Good match,
not
Charles.
that ruthless.
Yeah, no. Good match, Charles.
Juana says, Mac. And Charles goes, they're a bunch of dicks. And that is actually correct.
Okay.
They're all dicks. We have Taylor Dick, we have Alan Dick, and then we have Dick Harlow. We have 3 dicks.
Ooh.
True.
That could be difficult.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Definitely could be. All right, so we've got 3 questions for you today.
Okay. I'm ready.
Oh, look at this. Good. I'm glad you are ready. You're going to have to wait. Marshall's just messing with you, Mac. It'll be fine. Am I?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If everything was going to be fine, Cotter would say something. Cotter's being very quiet. So.
I don't know, Marshall. I don't know. Could be one of 2 things.
I know. How about this? This will make you feel better. I think you'll be fine.
That doesn't help me. Sorry. No offense.
Cotter, say something nice to Mac about what's happening today.
You look presentable.
Stop.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
I'm wearing flip-flops and a hoodie.
Wow. Target? Did you get the hoodie from Target?
TJ Maxx.
Oh, okay. Frugal. I like that. Mac, I got a question for you. And this is from our fun game that we play from Barstool. Is 28 too old to date an 18-year-old? Aren't you 28? Actually, this question probably hits home really good for you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it.
Would you date an 18-year-old?
No, probably not. Mm-mm.
But probably not.
Probably not. Now, if the ages were like, say, how old, what is that, 10 years? So if I was 34 and he was 24, okay, maybe. I don't know. That's weird.
Right, but what if he was like the quarterback of the football team?
You go to prom?
No.
You go to prom?
What if he was like what if he was like a 5-star recruit who played quarterback and he's going to play quarterback for Clemson? You wouldn't date that 18-year-old?
Ooh, no.
Sorry, Alabama.
Still no.
Which Auburn? Are you an Auburn? No, you're an Alabama
No,
fan.
I'm an Alabama. I'm not dating an 18-year-old.
But he's the starting quarterback for the Crimson Tide?
I don't care.
I think you would. I think you're lying. This is actually a poll that was presented on Barstool. Answer the Internet. Is 28 too old to date an 18-year-old? 77% of Barstool readers said yes. Yes, it is too old.
I think it's weird. I mean, 10 years, as you get older, the 10-year difference is less of a deal. But 18, no, I'm good.
My wife is 2 years younger than me. Your wife and you are like 1 year apart, right?
About. I mean, I turned 45 in November. She's turned 45 today, so.
Yeah, well, it's 6-8 months.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not good with math. Six months, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Well, thanks, not to me, but you know. Oh, I have something for you, but my name's on it again. So.
Are you serious?
Mm-mm.
Damn it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So I'll actually give it to you tomorrow.
That's fair.
Oh, the story I have from last night's trivia.
Was it a good one? You want to share it right now? Or can we share it right now?
I mean, we can, but I just... It was one of those, somebody was trying to be a butthole about the answers and a question, and actually 2 questions. It was in the very last round. He didn't show up until the 3rd round to help the guy out.
Was it the guy at the bar?
He was a guy at the bar.
There's a guy that sits at the bar, and one of them can get. Was he drunk?
He may have been.
Because one of them likes to drink, which hey, I ain't judging, but he likes to get loud after he has had.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, because
I've been there a few times with him.
Like it got to the point where I was trying to go through the answers at the end of the round, and he comes up to me and tries to interrupt me.
I love that.
And then the table that sits in front of us, they were about to have my back, and he was like,
Was there a legit problem with one of the answers?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we all host trivia at different places around town, and you always deal with a well actually person.
Yeah.
It's always like, the answer is C, and I'm like, well, actually, I just Googled something. Like, no, you didn't. Just because you Googled it doesn't mean it's correct.
I mean, I will give, and it depends on the attitude. Like with somebody like that, I'd have been like, kiss my ass. But I mean, if somebody comes up and is cool about it, I'll look into it. And if I make a mistake, I make a mistake, and that's fine. I got no issue with that.
And he was fine the first time, but then the following 3 times, it was just like matter of factly. And I'm just, at some point, I was like, I'm doing my job. This is what the question asked, and this is what the answers are.
I actually had a good question. What was that? I totally forgot it. Oh, well.
Sorry.
All right. Chicks on Dudes coming up here in how much time? Just
a minute.
1 minute. Ooh. Yeah. All right. You got question 1?
Yeah, I can read the first one.
Okay. You played again today. I have to write trivia tomorrow. Or actually, I have to write trivia today.
Oh, yeah.
This is terrible for me. You played 2 days in a row.
Great. I don't have to write it again.
Essentially, you have to. I have to double my output of writing trivia for the month. My parents were 10 years apart. Oh, Wanda, what's the age difference between your husband and you? You mentioned that I like older guys. Husband will be 45 in December.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you 5 years younger? 10 years younger?
My wife's parents are 10 years apart.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right, guys. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out on the air and on the stream. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or check us out at rock1061.com. We've got Mac from Bob1069 in studio. Chicks on Dudes. Your opportunity to ask Mac a question. If you ever have a question, email it to the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
So during the break, we just told Mac, because she forgot that our big bosses were coming in. And she's been kind of stewing over there for like the last 2 minutes.
Next time, somebody put it on the calendar.
Actually, to be honest, I did put it on the calendar, but I just invited Gabe Cotter.
See?
That's true.
See?
Yeah, sorry, not you.
Yeah, well, you forget to email her anyway. So
Yeah. Well, once she works here longer than
This
6
is the
months.
second time this week.
Once you work here longer than 6 months, I will remember your first and possibly last name.
I'll hold you to it.
All right. Are you ready for question number 1?
Yes.
All right. Chicks on Dudes, your chance to email in, ask Mac a question. Here we go. Dear Chicks, my girlfriend of 3 years, 18, so I'm guessing she's 18, used to never ask for things. She wouldn't like it when I would buy her things. She liked to be super independent and buy things herself. If she wanted something that she couldn't buy, she would simply not buy it, and she would never ask me or let me buy it. But recently, she's been asking me to buy things and expects me to pay for everything. I don't have an issue or problem with it. I'm just curious as to why she would all of a sudden be okay with it, considering she never was before. Any idea why?
Yeah, what's up with that, Mac?
It's your fault.
Whoa. What the?
I mean, if you started out in the relationship and she never asked for anything, but you kept, I mean, am I wrong? I mean, did he say that he would buy her stuff and she wouldn't ask for it?
No, she never wanted him to buy her anything because she wanted to be super independent.
Right.
Cotter, you see what's going on here, right?
She's going to dump him.
She's cheating on him.
Oh, maybe that
And
too.
she's cashing out.
No, that's what I'm saying. She's getting ready to dump him.
Yeah, she's cashing out over 3 years of not buying her anything.
Yeah.
And she's hitting it's like a lottery machine, and she's just hitting the payout button. She's trying to squeeze every morsel, every drop of money out of this guy. She's gonna hit, you know what he should do? Cheat on her back. Yeah.
Is he 18? And if so, what kind of job do you have for this to be draining a bank account?
He doesn't mention his age, but he said his girlfriend of 3 years, who is 18 years old, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
to the
that'd be
effect
my
of that.
guess.
That's what it says. It just says 18 in parentheses. Yeah, she's definitely cheating on him.
Yeah. No, I think there. I mean, at least she's getting ready to dump him. Whether there's no cheating, but she's cashing out after 3 years of this relationship.
So
And
she's
just,
trying to get all the milk out of the cow before she sells it.
Yep. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it as I was saying it. Something was going to be said.
Tugging on those money udders. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
but no, I mean, I think that's why she's gonna break up with your ass, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get ready for that.
Yeah, she's definitely cheating on this guy.
I mean, is it weird to have a girlfriend not want you to buy her anything? I mean, I get the independent thing, but I mean, to me, that's just weird, right? Not wanting to be bought anything.
I mean, on special occasions, obviously, but I'm not the person that expects somebody to buy everything for me.
Right.
Yeah. You got to tell. You know what he should do? You've seen those certificates that you get for you missed a day of work, and it's a joke thing that has like the little reading rainbow thing on it.
Right.
It should just be, he should print out that certificate and goes, I know you're cheating on me. And then tape 1 penny to it and be like, this is the last cent you're getting from me. And just give it to her.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
She's totally cheating on him. Without
like
a doubt.
that. It's very smart alecky. I like it.
All right, we got more Chicks on Dudes with Mac coming up after this. Once again, if you ever have a question for Mac, you can email kmshow@rock1061.com. There's brand new Royal Blood. It's Typhoons, Rock 1061.
Because when he read the question, I heard that she never asked for anything, but he would always buy her stuff. But then now the issue is that she won't quit asking for stuff. That's why I said that's your fault, because you kind of dug your hole there.
Yeah,
it's she wouldn't like it when I bought her things.
Okay.
She liked being super independent and buying herself things. If she wanted something, She couldn't buy. She simply just wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And she would never ask him to do anything. But now she is cashing out at him. She's buying me all the dinners, buying me everything I want. Yeah, she's definitely cheating on him.
Yeah.
She's
Poor
hitting,
guy.
she's hitting the payout button, which good for her. I mean, if she can get that stuff, good for her. If you're an idiot to buy her that stuff, bad for you. I have a poll the internet question that I want your opinion on because you're both big-time animal people. And this one may hit you.
Are you not an animal person?
Right. No, I am too.
Okay.
I love my dogs, but I think I want you guys to answer it. Because I got a feeling what you'll answer, but I want to see if you'll go off the script.
You want to get this phone call?
Yeah, let's see what the phone call says.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Rock 1061, hello.
Hello?
Hello, Rock 1061.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I just had a thought about what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think she's cheating on him now. I think she was cheating on him before, or not doing things right before, and maybe out of guilt, she didn't accept anything. But now that she's doing things right, now she's kind of like accepting things from him.
Plot twist.
Yeah.
That is an excellent point. Oh, very good.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. I just wanted to share that with you.
No, I hate her even more.
Yeah.
Also, side question. Is this you?
That's kind of like what I thought, like.
All right then. Well, thanks for calling in.
No, appreciate that. That's a good. That's a good thought on that. Thank you very much.
Have a good rest of the day. Bye.
Bye.
She's
goes, very nervous.
Gibby goes laughing my ass off. Phone calls during Max segments are nice. I love it because last time we did this segment, we had a phone call where Mac got called out.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Made me very nervous. Every time that light goes off, that's the second time it's gone off when I'm in here.
No, I think it's awesome. We're just starting as a morning show. I hope that makes it more of a regular thing. People calling in and calling you out or calling us out.
Please don't call me out. I got called out last night. Got paid for it, but
they said he loves them because they make Max so nervous.
thank you. I'm glad I could be your source of entertainment for a few minutes this morning.
Okay, so where are we at?
We got 45 seconds.
I'll hold on to this question. It's a good one. Two more questions for Mac, and then we'll jump into Marshall's music news. Mac, quickly, Cotter's wife's birthday today. Where should he take her for dinner?
I'm still new. I don't know.
Okay, so Cheddar's.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Mac from Bob 1069 in studio for Chicks on Dudes. Let's hit up question number 2.
Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Here, this one's kind of a strange one, Mac. I hope you're ready. This one says, "Hi, chicks." And he gets right to the point. "I am no longer sexually attracted to my girlfriend anymore. And I feel weird kissing her. I still care about her deeply, but I just don't feel the same. There isn't some other girl, and she didn't do anything. I just don't feel the same. What should I do?"
Leave? I mean, what do you...
He's not married to her. It's just his girlfriend.
Okay, leave.
But he still cares deeply for her. How does that conversation go for him?
There has to be some kind of sexual attraction if you plan on spending the rest of your life with somebody.
Just because you're dating someone doesn't mean you're going to be with them for the rest of your life. Just means that you're hanging out with them and you guys are cool.
Right?
Oh, wait.
He's hanging out and cool. No, I mean, he's got to dump her. I mean, I guess, okay, it depends on how long has the relationship been going. Is he emotionally invested enough to where he doesn't want her out of his life? Because if that's the case, that's the problem.
Yeah.
But if he's okay going, peace, see ya, you got to break up with her, man.
And don't feel bad. I mean, okay, this is the way not to feel bad. Not only are you wasting your time, but you're wasting her time, too. There could be somebody else that's actually sexually attracted to her that would love to take up her time. So you're not only doing yourself a favor, but you're doing her a favor.
What if he just bites the bullet and finds a reason to make her break up with him? You know what?
That's too much work,
Yeah, it's too
man.
much.
You kidding me?
Wait, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot of work. It could be as easy as you just download Tinder on your phone. Or how about this? Just have sex with someone in the bedroom and then make sure to leave all their clothes and ID on the floor. Let her find it, and you give her the reason to break up with you.
That's too much.
That's too much?
That's way too much. Just say, hey, it's done. Bye.
No, that's difficult. I've talked to people. Can I just text?
The look on Mac's face. She's so disgusted in you.
Never text somebody and say we're done. That is the rudest thing you could do.
It sounds like someone has texted you and broke up with you.
We have found a nerve.
All right. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a long text message or was it just a, hey, Mac, great knowing you?
One was long, one was short. How about that?
What was the short one? What did it say?
This isn't working out.
Okay. All right.
Then I got blocked.
Oh, damn. Did you go crazy girlfriend on him? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
I stayed blocked. But he looks at my story now.
Oh, it's
just
creepy.
weird.
Yeah, he just wants to read it, I guess.
So if he actually breaks up with her, though, and she goes, why? Because she's going to want to know. Is he honest and say, I'm just not sexually attracted to you anymore?
Honesty is the best policy.
Because that's not going to go over well.
Yeah. He would have been like, you were a 10 out of 10 once, and now I'm just like neutral. I'm sweetened to your sexuality.
One time you were awesome, and now you just suck.
All right, we got one more question. Let's get to that. Good morning. How close have you ever gotten to unintentionally saying I love you during sex when you definitely don't feel that way? That's it.
That's it.
No advice. Just, I guess, curious.
Someone was just flat out curious.
Never. I've never been close to it.
No, not unintentionally.
I don't know.
That's not trying to be all girly here, but I mean, if I say it, I mean it.
Gotten unintentionally saying I love you during sex. After sex, maybe. When I meant to say like, oh, I love burritos. And then I said you on accident, maybe. You know what? The first time I told my wife I loved her was post-sexual time.
Okay.
That was like 6 months into the relationship.
First time I told my wife we had sex like immediately afterwards. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and
we were just hanging out.
Yeah,
said hey I love you, and then boom, it was.
Yeah, you were watching Friends.
It was great.
You were wearing jorts, a tank top, and you looked over, you're like, yo, baby, I love you. And she was like, sex time, thank you.
Hey, it worked.
Good for you. It worked.
Well, I was
Great,
being
now,
sincere.
The next time I watch Friends.
You'll think of Cotter. That's what you should. Your wife's birthday is tonight, Cotter.
Oh, right.
You should relive that moment.
Relive that moment.
What were you doing exactly when you told your wife you loved her?
We were exchanging Christmas gifts. We were in the basement of her parents' house.
Exactly. Go into a basement-like room tonight.
Yeah.
Buy 2 gifts for her, wrap them, give her one, and say we're gonna exchange presents, and then just say I love you, and see if the magic is recreated. Right? Do it in the laundry room.
The laundry room.
That is a pretty sweet idea, though.
Get up on the washer.
It's very creative. And I'm done with that.
Something's going to get cleaned.
I don't know what's going to happen tonight. We'll have to see. All right. If you have questions for Mac, be sure to email the show, kmshow@rock1061.com. Mac, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll be back. Going to wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Going back to our conversation from earlier, Wanda goes, I text my husband that we're done at least once a week. Also, let's see. Nathan goes, drinks at the Peregrine, then dinner at the Common Thread. There you go.
Oh,
there's
nice.
a potential dinner dates, birthday celebration.
I'd have
for
to
you and
do
your
that
wife.
this weekend. I can't do it tonight because she'll get too home too late.
I've heard Common Thread's really good.
Yeah, I have
it's a
too.
spot right across from La Scala that I went and had dinner at the other night.
Okay, so this is separate from Common. Common is actually good.
Right. Common is
good.
down across from the Savannah Tap House.
Yeah.
Common Thread is like, it's one of those like big plantation houses that are downtown. They turn into a restaurant. So,
Okay.
It's kind of like how Husk is. Kind of like the feel of what Husk is.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's a couple blocks up.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's see. I never did that with my ex till I found out she was cheating. Then that ended that. Okay.
Wow.
Good Lord. All right, quick question, and I'll let you guys out. This is a tough one, especially after all the lovey-dovey stuff we were just talking about. Would you rather kill 25 kittens in a row or one dog?
Oh no!
This is the worst question ever.
I know. It wasn't going to be an easy one.
I don't like it.
You got to be one and done. You just one and done. One and done. I love
Is
one
the
and
dog
done.
already dying?
No, all of these animals are in perfect health. Once again, would you rather kill 25 kittens in a row or one dog?
None.
Well, right, of course, none.
But one and done.
Really? So you kill the dog?
Yeah, because I can't do once is going to scar me enough. 25 times.
What if you can kill all 25 at the same time?
No, it's
25 though.
I'm gonna take the kittens.
Yeah,
I'm
but
here to take the kittens. I'm a dog
How
guy.
old is the dog?
Brand new puppy.
Okay, you
Still gets
said
puppy
dog,
kisses.
not puppy.
Sorry, 1-year-old dog. 1-year-old dog.
The dog.
You guys are monsters.
He's lived a longer life.
In my head, my story of this dog. He's 47 years old. He's blind in one eye.
All right, guys, all of our big bosses are right outside the door. So what we said earlier today, go ahead and start dropping the comments.
Now's
All
the time.
Mac, we love you. Thank you for coming in for Chicks on Dudes today.
Thanks for having me.
We'll let you to move off into the ether of our bosses. Make sure to say hi to them on your way
I
out.
don't want to. Can I just stay here?
No, you must go out and say hello.
What story are you doing first?
Actually, I was going to ask you that. I've got 3 stories today. I've got Green Day, I've got Bring Me the Horizon, and I've got that Rebel Rock Festival.
Right.
So we can go Wu-Tang. We can do Five Finger. Green Day, the Jesus song is the song, but that's obviously too long. Or you can do Teardrops from Bring Me the Horizon.
We just played it. Wasn't even thinking.
Then let's go Rebel Rock, and I've got Rebel Rock right here. I mean, there's Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit would be kind of funny. Rise Against that got that new song.
You can play a new song first.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Rebel Rock first then.
What is Nowhere Generation?
Charles goes, does it only have to be 25 when it comes to the kittens?
Yeah.
We're dog guys. That's why me and Charles get along so well. Gibby says Mac can stay. All right, fine. You know what? Mac can stay.
Thank you. Gibby's my favorite now.
All right. She can stay until our bosses, I think, are hovering outside the door.
Yeah.
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Thankfully, we don't have a studio light, so they don't know whether we're actually on the air.
Well, technically, we're always on. We're always on the stream.
Yeah.
You know what? If they want to hang out with us,
they can more welcome to come in.
No,
they own the thing.
They jump on the stream.
Yeah.
Jump on the stream, chat with us there.
Yeah. So what question does this guy have an issue with last night? I'm just curious now.
So it was the 5 MLB seasons.
Okay.
And the specific dates in 2021 for the 5 holidays.
Okay.
So one of his answers was, everyone knows that Thanksgiving is the 4th, whatever, in the November, and they all know that it's in November. I said, yeah, but I need the specific date according to 2021.
Right.
And his answer was the 4th, whatever.
That's not what it was.
And I was like, can't do that.
No, I would argue with him all day long on that.
And then it was back and forth between, well, the table in front of us, usually they weren't being buttholes about it, but
Right.
that guy was. And he was like, is this all time? Like seasons of all time? Like teams of all time? I said, as I believe, yes.
Of regular season wins. I mean,
Yes.
it's not a hard question.
On the chat, Charles goes, don't hit those dicks in the studio. Then Gibby goes, it's not dicks on chicks. That would be weird.
Oh.
My boss just said smile, Marshall. Wait, am I on camera? I'm always on camera. I'm always smiling. Always on.
Watching you.
But yeah, no, neither of those questions are wrong.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So Marshall's Music News coming up. Got 3 stories. We'll start off with the Rebel Rock Festival. It's honestly pretty cool, man. It's coming up late September, and the lineup is, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of what I half expected from Welcome to Rockville,
Right.
except they don't have like that. They don't have that big, like, massive band. Like Five Finger Death Punch is a big, massive band, but that's like the biggest band I think they have.
They don't have Metallica.
They don't have Metallica. They don't have an absolute ringer when it comes to this 3-day festival, but it is so good. And like Saturday night, dude, I just want to go check out Saturday night. I'll tell you more about it here in just a little bit. Gibby says, so what are we supposed to say? I missed a bunch because I was training a new welder. Charles goes, yeah, dude, Rebel Rock is super cool. You're just supposed to say nice things about our bosses.
Yes.
Taylor, Allen, and Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dick.
Got about 2 minutes.
Oh, Mac. Very nice working with you.
Doesn't help.
So what are you gonna do with all your time off? Hey, you're taking. I was looking at the calendar the other day. You're taking a Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think you're so special? Being that you've only been working here for 4 months, and
My
it's like
mom is special.
Oh, your mom's coming into town again?
She's coming into town this weekend again. Yeah, but I'm going there for That's Mother's Day weekend.
Okay.
And I need to go get my car serviced.
Gotcha.
But we'll stick with Mom is special.
Okay. Mom is special.
It's okay. I'm out of personal days, and my 80 vacation hours don't hit until like June or July. So
Yeah, you got a few days before you can really use all those. I won't be. The first significant time I'll be taking off is going to be the week after 4th of July, which I'm kind of excited for.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird to wake up for a week straight not at 5 a.m.
It will be weird, won't it? Yeah, I took a week off in February to take my kid to Texas. Yeah, that's it. And then I won't be taking time off probably until I might just take that same week off. I don't know. We're trying to figure out vacation this year, so I don't know yet.
Yeah, I've got. I'm doing like the Tennessee route. I'm going to go up to Nashville for the first time since I was 21, 20-ish. Nice. Meeting some friends up there, and then I'm going hiking in Chattanooga for a couple days prior. Meeting up some with people I know.
I'll see if I can find the name of the brewery. I went to a brewery in Nashville that is awesome. And
yeah,
they
let me
had
know.
30-some beers on tap. It was stupid.
So the best thing about my friend who I'm meeting in Nashville, him and his wife are like craft brew heads. Like they love it. And they're posting pictures of themselves at like local craft breweries all the time in the Peoria, Bloomington area back home in Illinois.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, super excited to like go out and do some touristy stuff, but also just hit up some breweries.
All right, guys, be right back. Thank you to everybody for hanging out with the show today. Of course, if you haven't done the stream thing yet, check it out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Let's get to it. Story number 1, Marshall's Music News.
So the full lineup for Rebel Rock, which is a big 3-day music festival, has been announced for Orlando, Florida. This is happening at the Central Florida Fairgrounds. And the lineup is ridiculously fun.
Okay.
All right, so check it out. Friday, September 24th. Machine Gun Kelly and Limp Bizkit are headlining the night. Then you have Philip H. Anselmo and the Illegals performing a vulgar display of Pantera. That's the live stream that we were giving away live streams for earlier in April. Back also on back on Friday also you have Skillet, Motionless in White, Pop Evil, and Hatebreed, along with Finger 11. Why not? Just showing up there.
That's funny.
On Friday. Saturday is a banger, dude. 5 Finger Death Punch. But the Legends of Wu-Tang also show up on Saturday night. That's pretty much the Legends of Wu-Tang are just the guys who live. Old Dirty Bastard's dead. I think a few of other of them have already passed away. But that night is going to be a lot of fun. Plus, Body Count featuring Ice-T is going to be on Saturday as well. And then on Sunday, The Used, Rise Against, Seven Dust, Anti-Flag, All That Remains, Amure, Suicide Silence. Brett Scallions of Fuel is going to be on that day as well. Man, this festival,
awesome.
It shapes up pretty well, and I hope we get a few of those right there that are going to be transferring over to Welcome to Rockville. Now, we don't know the lineup yet for Welcome to Rockville. The one happening at Daytona this year moved from Jacksonville, but I expect to hear sometime in May a full lineup reveal for that, and also Epicenter that happens in North Carolina.
All right, more of Marshall's music news coming up. Here is Rise Against, their latest Nowhere Generation. Rock 106.1.
This is the new one from Rise Against, yeah?
Yeah.
When's their new album come out? Do you know?
I
Happen to
don't
know
off the top of my
your
head. I do not.
Mac, do you like Rise Against? Are you familiar with them at all?
I'm not familiar. When it comes to rock music, it's like older rock music.
That you like? Yeah, we actually were having a text conversation about how your dad likes like old school bands. What was the band you brought up to me?
38 Special.
Oh,
He
yeah.
also likes. Is ZZ Top considered? Yeah. Let me see. He likes Huey Lewis. I love Huey Lewis.
I've always loved Huey Lewis.
I saw Huey Lewis for the first time so high. I was in Denver. My friend got me tickets to like this big music festival with like the classic hits radio station she was working at. So it was like the Bangles and Huey Lewis in the news, and I forget the headliner.
Right.
But dude, I got so stoned because I ate edible that I was like constantly thirsty no matter what I drank.
Yeah.
Nothing could quench my thirst. My tongue was a desert barren, just a desert.
Right.
I was just chugging chronic Cokes the entire time. And like, I don't know, like the drunk to high ratio never met. So I don't know. I wasn't like drunk and I wasn't high. I was just wobbly.
You were
I was
floating.
I was floating, but I was probably walking like a penguin.
Do you remember any of the show?
Yes, Huey Lewis and the News killed it.
I would love to. I mean, and unfortunately doesn't tour much anymore.
No, he had
he's got the hearing issue.
I thought he had like cancer or something.
There was something that it kind of is hit or miss. It's some days are better than others. So it's like committing to something long term is rough because he doesn't know what it's going to be. It's either hearing or his voice. I mean, it's something to do with that.
Yeah. Rise Against new album, Nowhere Generation, comes out June 4th.
Okay.
Meniere's disease, affecting inner ear that can trigger spells of dizziness and hearing loss.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh.
And he said some days it's better, and it's just he can't guarantee a good performance anymore. So he doesn't know if they'll ever do anything massive again, which sucks.
He said he can still hear out of his left ear, but he says it's sporadic and distorted.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, so he can't hear out of his right ear at all?
I don't think so. That's for what I understand.
If they found like a hearing aid that lets Brian Johnson come back from being essentially deaf because he got too close to a car once, I mean, they could find something for Huey Lewis. Huey Lewis still sounds good. That's the thing. Like, he sounded great that night when I went and saw him. And that was back, I mean, I want to say it was like 6-ish years ago. We went to surprise my mom. We had all the kids show up in Denver, where she was visiting my sister Tanya. So
That's cool.
yeah, it was cool.
My mom has seen Prince, and she said that she actually got really scared at that concert because they were in the nosebleeds of nosebleeds, and it was so loud that it felt like the building was shaking.
Oh yeah.
So she got like really scared. My dad,
They're grooving too much.
I know my dad has. Ugh.
No, it's just grooving. I'm not talking about your mom doing anything.
Well, it just automatically goes to that. Ugh.
That sounds like a you problem.
I know.
Margaret grooves, just so you know. No, she totally
Not
grooves.
to my knowledge.
I bet
And
your
I
mom.
like-
She grooves. I can tell. She's a groover.
But have you met my dad? No, you haven't.
I haven't
There you
yet.
go.
One day I hope I have the opportunity. Gary?
All right, be right back.
Greg? What?
Thanks for hanging out this morning. Marshall, sorry for a quick sidebar. I just got the coolest email.
What?
And I feel so much better about Saturday and axe throwing right now.
Okay.
My ringer, Drake Calhoun.
What'd Drake say?
Can I use my own axe?
What?
This man brings his own weapons to throw.
What if he just brought like a fireman's axe, like that gigantic one, and just like threw it straight through the wall? You win?
That's can they bring their own axes?
No. You must use supplied axes from Urban Forest
Are you
Axe
sure?
House. It is not in our bullet point of rules.
But it's a fair question. I mean, what if they have what if it's a legit?
Nope.
I don't know.
No,
you're now because you're scared.
I am scared.
That's it.
No, this is obviously pure fear that I'm talking about.
You're scared of Drake Calhoun,
without a doubt,
and his axe.
I've never met the man, but his name is scary enough.
Oh, it's the best name ever.
It's very intimidating.
I'm going to tell him to bring it. We'll debate then there.
Yeah,
whether,
leave it in your trunk.
We'll just bring it, and we'll go from there.
Nothing sounds sketchy like, oh, sorry, officer. Yeah, I just have an axe in the trunk next to the rope and duct tape for no reason.
And the cooler of beer. I know. It's not weird at all. All right, let's get to it. Story number 2, Marshall's music news.
Wait, did we want to do Green Day or bring me the
I
rest?
don't care.
All right, let's do Green Day. Green Day is a fun story. So Billy Joe Armstrong was recently asked what his favorite song from the entire catalog of Green Day songs is. And honestly, I agree with him.
Yeah.
He chose Jesus of Suburbia for his favorite song coming off the American Idiot album. He says, that song sticks out. It's so epic. I mean, I'm tooting my own horn here, obviously, but I think it encompasses so much about my life and friendship and family. It's flamboyant. It's big. It's bombastic. It's just one of those moments where I was feeling I wanted to take a big risk. That song right there, I mean, still to this day, I love that song. I throw it on like once a week.
Yeah.
It's still one of my favorites. And Green Day they do 3-minute songs.
Yeah.
In and out, punk, catchy. They're awesome. But that song is like a 10-minute banger. And then it just goes all over the place. So that is a song I agree with. Now, he was also asked what his favorite album was from his entire career, and he actually chose the very first one, 1991's Kerplunk. He said it's kind of an autobiography. Oh my God, I can't say this word right now.
Autobiographical?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for helping me there. He goes, we wrote that record when I was 18, 19 years old, and it was at that time before punk became mainstream. He goes, all of us were living together, living in bands together. It was a coming of age way. A song like Welcome to Paradise wasn't about teenage heartbreak anymore. It had a lot more to do with life slapping you in the face. Sorry, I couldn't read there. Anyway, Billy Joe Armstrong, Jesus of Suburbia, and Kerplunk are his favorite album and song from the entire career, the breadth of the Green Day.
Coming up this weekend, it's another 20th anniversary weekend highlight in 2004. You will hear Jesus of Suburbia.
Excellent.
So it's going to be good stuff. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the show. One more story to go with Marshall's music news. It's Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
There's a lot less quotes in this next story. I won't screw that up so bad. Sorry. Autobiographical. I don't know. My brain wouldn't allow me to say it.
Happens, man.
Oh, can you turn her mic on?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I like the point here that says must wear closed-toed shoes.
Yes, when you're throwing axes, yeah.
Yes.
Don't wear sandals. It could be very bad for you.
Missing phalange.
You just wanted to come up with a reason to say that word, didn't you?
No, I was actually looking at it about 5 minutes ago. I was like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That one came to mind.
Clean Marine says, oddly enough, metal is my favorite genre of music, but I like all kinds, and my all-time favorite artist is Paul Simon.
Dude, I love Paul Simon.
Really?
Yes.
What's
Graceland? His album Graceland is amazing. It's just a fantastic album.
Paul Simon? What are Paul Simon's songs I know?
You can call me Al. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Sound of Silence, Scarsborough Fair. Paul Simon would be Graceland, Diamonds in the Soles of Her Shoes, Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. What else?
Let's see. My Little Town, American Tune, The Boy in the Bubble, Under African Skies, Slip Sliding Away.
Yep.
Love Me Like a Rock.
Leave Your Lover. The 80 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
I don't see that one on here. The Obvious Child, Late in the Evening. Kodachrome.
Kodachrome's good. I like that one. I love Paul Simon. The Graceland album is fantastic.
He has a song called Gumboots.
Thanks, Mac.
Sorry.
Gibby says, I'd rather lose a toe before I'd want to lose a finger. I don't know what you're saying there. Maybe you're listening to another show that does answer the internet. Garfunkel is nothing without Simon, LOL. Kodachrome, says Charles. I don't know. I guess I never, maybe I'm too young to be in that Paul Simon bubble of.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I grew up with the grunge era, man. I mean, like, I hit like 10 years old in 1992. So, like, I don't know. What's the average age, like, you get into music? Because I feel like I didn't get into music until I was 10-ish years old.
I mean, for me, that's a good question. For me, I went through like two different phases because I was there for like the 80s hair band stuff. And, you know, Poison was like one of my favorite bands. I loved Poison. But then it's like I was in high, and that was like junior high, early high school. But then I was, in high school for grunge, Nirvana, all that stuff. And I think that had a longer lasting impact on me when I was in high school than the hair metal stuff did. I mean, I still like that stuff. It's fun to listen to, but I think for me the biggest impact came in high school.
Yeah, Nathan says 12 to 13 years age for me is when he started really getting into music.
Yeah.
Mac, what age were you?
Probably around the same time. My dad, we grew up on the Bee Gees too, so I mean, I've always liked the Bee Gees.
Okay.
Documentary's really good, by the way.
A documentary about it? Okay. We have always listened. My dad's got an extensive collection of vinyl. So, I mean, we were always listening to music. I mean, how they would to distract us because they would have parties at our house all the time. So when we were younger, they would distract us because we'd listen to Cousin Brucey, a weekend oldies radio show. And they'd make us call to try to request a song in a show.
Right, and then they just pump you full of melatonin and then
probably just let me pass out. Yeah, just let me pass out. But not knowing at the time that I don't think he did that weekend show live. So we tried to call, and it just always ring, or busy, and never got through. But that's how they distract.
Actually, you know what, guys? I think this is a great conversation to have for one of our daily question segments. I think I'm gonna hold on to. Everyone, stop answering this question. I think we'll do something like, what age did you get into music, and what was like your first?
Yeah, I think that's fun.
First band.
Yeah,
first band you really got into, like over the top, buying posters, buying T-shirts. Like buying their music, like what was that first band?
It's funny you bring it up. I have, as I was going through stuff, I found a question that kind of related to that. It was growing up, what was on your wall? What band was on your wall? Mm-hmm. My wife had floor to ceiling New Kids on the Block. I mean, it's disgusting.
Big time.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Disgusting. Like, are you revolted by Kids on the Block?
No, just with how much. I mean, it was walls, ceiling. Posters. It was
like
crazy.
How much is too much?
It was too much.
Yeah.
Did you get your freak on in there and all those eyes were on you? That's why you didn't like it?
We never did that. No. Basement, yes.
The basement. Well, yeah, that's what you said. Is that when you told her you loved her?
Yeah.
Your parents' basement?
Her parents' basement.
Yeah. Should remake that moment. It'd be beautiful.
I got her tickets for Les Mis.
Okay.
I remember that. Les Mis, and I don't remember what else.
Clean Marine goes, I had ninja stuff on my wall.
Yeah.
Remember the, what was it? The Three Ninjas movie with the kids? I think it was just called Three Ninjas, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a Surf Ninjas thing too?
Probably. I still have one thing that I had on my wall growing up. Because we went to Florida a lot on vacation. We'd go to Daytona, and I got one of those plastic "Welcome to Daytona" signs. I still have that. I think it's in my garage, hanging in my garage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But then the rest of it, I'm trying to think. Did I have posters? I had to have posters. But I don't remember what it was. I didn't have band posters. I never did that really.
I had I had a poster I never hung up, and I got Trent Reznor to sign it. I had a glow in the dark 9 Inch Nails poster from the Pretty Hate Machine video.
Yeah.
Or the Head Like a Hole video. Trent had dreads at the time.
Yeah.
Side of his head was shaved. He had dreads. The video was this bombastic, ridiculous, like mechanical, industrial thing. And there was a shot from it. And I bought it at the local Coconuts music store. If you remember Coconuts music stores at all, you won't. Yeah. But I bought it, and I actually wound up meeting Trent Reznor when I was in Vegas. I want to say it was like 2010. He did a show at Planet Hollywood.
Right.
So I had like his latest like Blu-ray, and he signed that for me. And then I was like, I'm sorry. I know there's like a rule. It's like you get one thing signed. I'm like, I'm sorry. I know there's a rule, but when's the last time you seen this? And he's like, oh my God. He goes, where did you find that? I'm like, dude, I bought it at Coconuts in like 2000 something. And he's like, this is embarrassing. This whole picture is embarrassing. He was like, kudos to you though, and he signed it.
Oh,
so
cool.
Actually, I have an autographed Nine Inch Nails poster. I still haven't hung it. It's still in my closet.
Yeah.
One day I will buy a black light and I will have it shine down. I feel like that's a garage thing. I don't know if that's exactly an inside the house thing, a black light poster.
This is going to show the personality
I
had
here?
before.
You taking off? You get.
How much time we got?
We got 2.5 minutes. You can open the door.
Okay.
You guys taking off? Yeah. Okay.
Go golfing? Good
I've been listening this morning. Good stuff.
Thank you.
And I agree. You're doing a great job.
Oh,
keeping
thank
straight.
you. Oh, I don't know.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, y'all are having fun, and
Yes.
you can hear that, and that's important.
Yeah. Thank you.
I heard you slug the ball on the golf heard you're Bryson DeChambeau over there.
I don't know about that.
He is. He is. He hits it a ton.
Really? Well, have fun, guys.
All right, see you later.
All right, guys, we survived. They didn't fire any of us.
That's true.
Was that it?
That may have been it.
Yeah, that's they're leaving. They're going golfing.
Yeah.
I feel better.
So yeah,
Look at the relief on her face.
that was Alan, the owner of the company.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
very
the owner.
nice.
He's
Very
super,
nice.
No, he's a super nice guy.
Yeah, the older gentleman and the younger man was Taylor. That's his son.
Okay, cool.
Gibby goes, hello, group. Bye, group. Hey, bosses. Nathan said I had the poster for Showgirls on my wall. I worked at a theater, so I got all kinds of one
Nice.
sheets, but that was my favorite. I wonder why. Showgirls was Elizabeth Berkley. She played Jessie on Saved by the Bell.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was a stripper movie where she got naked a lot.
It is
Okay.
now become a cult classic.
It is a cult classic because it
Speaking
is so
of
sort of horrific.
Cult classic. We were watching that Bee Gees documentary last weekend when it was raining,
Mhm.
and also, again, it's very good. They were talking about the Saturday Night Fever album, the soundtrack that they did,
Right.
Yeah.
and I said, you know what? Out of all the John Travolta movies, I have yet to see Saturday Night Fever. Mom looks at me, she says, "Excuse me." She said, "That's your homework. You have to watch Saturday Night Fever."
That sounds like more like it's more her fault than yours.
Well, I mean,
that's
I
something
watched-
she should have introduced you to.
I watched Grease. I know every line.
love Grease.
I've watched Breakfast Club. I have watched Dirty Dancing. Know every line. All those.
And just so you guys know, I'll never make you guys do a homework assignment like Saturday Night Fever.
No.
We did a homework assignment of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that kind of thing's fair.
Yeah, I'll never make you do that.
Nathan, terrible movie, but as a teenage boy, that poster was great. All right, guys, be right back. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Before we wrap up the show, let's do it one more time. Another story. Marshall's music news.
So, Bring Me the Horizon vocalist Ollie Sykes recently declared that the band's post-human EP series will eventually elicit a record for everyone. That is an effort to appease to cover specific tastes and styles, he said. He says that means the imminent installments. And they said they want to make 4 or 5 sequel EPs to
Bring
this
it on.
post-human thing. So I think post-human only had like 6-ish, I don't remember off the top of my head, songs, but he said he wants to do follow-up EPs that are dancey, that are old school rock, that are more emo, more pop. According to him, he kind of wants to hit all of those genres of music so he can make one big like kaleidoscope of post-human
That's
music
cool.
for everyone that hits everyone. Now, obviously, Bring Me the Horizon is known for kind of being kind of a heavier, not emo-ish, but I don't know, kind of just a heavier band in general. He actually said, I guess with the pandemic and everything that happened remotely, we knew we weren't going to go on tour for a while. So it just felt like the perfect time to experiment with ideas. And I've been saying this, like I want to stop doing albums. I want to do something different. And for this stuff for all ages. And he said, it's finally time to put your money where your mouth is and just do it, you know? So there is no current timetable on when they plan on releasing these, but apparently they have been working on the follow-up. So once again, they're going to do like 4 or 5 of these things with about 3 to 6 songs on each one. It could be quite a bit of music coming our way from Bring Me the Horizon.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Coming up on the show tomorrow, more trivia. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. We'll get to About Last Night, Marshall's Music News, Hefe 2, the new music Beta Fish. Going to select a song.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get quizzed in the face.
Oh, I'm going to quiz you so hard in the face tomorrow. We're going to do Kentucky Derby champions, or I'm going to keep that second part secret so you don't have time to research it or anything tonight.
All right.
Also, Mac, thanks for hanging with us on the second half of the show. I know it wasn't because you were hiding from our bosses.
No, absolutely not.
That you weren't prepared for, but we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just, with the two of us, it's too much alpha in the room. It's nice to have someone else.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for letting me hide. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Don't forget to check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. See ya.
Mac's face from the quizzed in the face. I didn't see it. I'm sure it was great. Was it that? Oh, okay. It was just that. You'll love it tomorrow.
All right, guys, you have a great rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow, 6 a.m.
All right, see you guys.
Peace out.